Other
Anyway,
levels were closed up.
Who wants to give me ye old recap while I'm doing this?
I haven't heard one from Challa.
Thanks for volunteering,
like
Roxa.
No! No! Let me not do
You fool!
it. I should have said anything.
I'm
You
zooming
activated
in.
his trap card.
I'm zooming in. I'm
okay.
listening.
All right. Recap. Oh my god, when was the last time I did a recap? When he was passed out drunk in Illudum? God, that was forever ago. Okay. All right. So, with the permission of Challa's god, Inu, we were gifted the ship to use to our travel to Band. It was quite confusing at first getting inside. I tried pushing, pulling, and vertically pushing every door. That didn't work by a lot of my administrations. Got shocked by mystery mist. Kind of freaked me out, but then after checking medicinally, it was nothing. Place is quite huge, quite messy. We will have to clean it up a little. But we all just entered, tried to find whoever was commanding it, and we did, eventually. At the northern part, we talked to this, I guess you would call the man of the ship, the Inservitor Negative. He's an angel of some sort, like kind of similar to when we were back in Conflux, but different. But eventually most of us went our separate ways after we realized that there was maintenance to be done in preparation. I helped the two gaggling guys, or not even helped, I supervised them while they fixed up holes. Some of the girls split off and did their own thing, exploration. And eventually at some point, they called Effie to the ship. Don't know how. It's probably beyond my understanding. But anyway, she comes in by unknown means, and tensions were a bit high. Of course, I was a bit not quite happy about the whole situation, but we were able to push on past that. We all talked. We got all our feelings out for Irha. Was not a-okay with this. I think he holds still some resentment about what happened. I, for one, I've moved past it. I've forgiven it. Doesn't take much, just a proper apology and a good conversation. And at this point, I'm still trying to ignore the fact that Effie continues to be naked, but I can look past that. And we are here, trying to go through navigations and which paths to get to Band.
Good.
Very
Excellent
nice
job.
captain's log.
Captain's log.
Day one.
Day 17.
Day one.
Captain's log. Day 17. Effie remains to be naked.
Oh no.
I'm trying to, well,
I
actually
fear
I'm
that
gonna make a
my
roll for
dreams
this.
shall never again know peace.
Can I make a roll? Wait, no, it's easy to see that she's naked. Never mind. I was gonna make a roll to see if he would perceive that she is still naked or just chooses to pretend that she's wearing clothes.
She is, and she knows it. There's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Are you rolling to gaslight yourself?
Yeah.
I think we established you don't. There's no the social role dynamic.
I can do it to myself though. This is not like towards Effie.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Get ready, here it comes.
Ooh.
The changing of the god.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Oh,
What new specs do we
shit.
have?
99.
99. I swear to God, we need to get T-shirts of the Foundry 99%
I like how
loading
you
screen.
say that every time.
Ooh.
We need to.
No.
I'm not looking at it yet. Wait.
Oh.
I'm still
Just
at
close
99.
my eyes until you get to 100.
Oh wow.
So sick.
I am waiting with bated breath. Staying at 99.
I'm
I
waiting
love,
with normal
I love
breath.
the gray.
Oh, 100. Yo!
Nice.
Yo!
You got to 100. I'm about to get to 100 too. I just looked at the text. Luka versus Doors, the real campaign.
There you go.
I just got to 100. Ooh! I'm finally in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sick.
Big shout out to Frosty. Did a great
Yeah.
job.
Wow, Frosty, this is
Frosty.
great.
Yep.
This looks sick. Oh, I love our little living room here.
Welcome
Our
to the
little-
Astral Harpy.
This is where we have our
kitchen.
mediation chats. You just sit across from
The table of secrets yet again.
Our
The
kitchen.
couch of dramas.
The couch of the drama.
It's like
We
you have
need
a
some
video
tissue
camera.
boxes.
It's
No,
where
this
they
is the-
go talk about, oh, such and such is getting voted off the ship this week.
No, this is the couch of confessions.
All right,
You
let me
know,
go.
there's like a little
the kitchen.
camera there.
Now that the now that it's been properly rendered up, I can give you a quick tour.
Yay!
Ooh, I'm excited.
So this is the bridge.
I'm zooming out. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, I'm
Uh-huh.
Okay.
zooming.
This is the common area.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
This is your galley right here.
Galley?
Place to cook food. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
This is where you eat said food. This is where you have your meetings of world domination while you ponder your orb.
Oh, we got an orb too?
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right.
Orb
This
of
is your
touch
cargo
force.
area right here.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
These are lockers
Okay.
to store cargo, not stairs.
Oh, okay.
And this is your airlock.
Mm-hmm.
So over here you have personal quarters
Oh.
on each side. Okay, so this shit over here is your various engines. You don't have one singular engine, you have several. And they are all fueled through this department right here. So the lockers, you store your fuel here, and you're able to also implant it into here. So this is basically your fuel tank under here.
Oh, okay.
Also, you
Got
can
it.
open up different, like these hatches. You can access the outer, or I guess you could call it the inner pieces of the ship, if you want to.
I
And
feel like
fuck
we're
with the
gonna have
engines.
some- No, I feel like we have 7 engines, and I'm like, okay, so we can't get attacked. Like that's.
That was
I
a
mean,
given.
yeah.
No, I don't
like,
think
the
that's
thing
on a
is, the thing is that if when we're out in space and if they get damaged, like if one is down, then at least we know that the other 6, it's 7 of them. No, there's 8 of them. 8 of them. We should be mostly fine until we can repair
well,
them.
this is a ship whose design is for speed and evasive maneuvers.
Ooh.
So it's
Sick.
you're like a dragonfly. You just fucking zoom. You just,
Oh no. I cannot.
Zoom.
No, I saw something and I cannot see it now. No.
What? What do you see?
If you zoom out and you look here and then you look here, it's not symmetrical.
Oh no!
No, I think the ship's turning. Like this entire wing comes out more.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
turning.
let's say that.
No, it's purposeful, I think.
It's banking. Zoom.
alrighty. So that is your tour. That is your recap. All right. So the party has decided over the week. This is for chat's edification. Has decided to take Honor's Way, with one deviation. They wish to check out Gregory. StormEdge is not here, so I will have to roll on her behalf to handle the various dangers of the Astral Sea.
Yo, thanks. I didn't know I was part of chat. I didn't know this shit either. Thanks, chat.
Oh gosh.
That is what you
Well, I
guys
didn't
chose, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was real confused because everyone kept calling Gregum a deviation, and I'm like, it's the fastest way. How's that? And I realized everyone's too much of a coward to actually take this hard route.
I mean, I would have loved to take the hard route, but we could like die. Like we have a higher chance of dying,
Okay,
but
yeah,
you
but like
know.
we can. There's a chance of dying on my weed.
Yeah, but it's much higher. Like, do we want to take that risk?
Try.
Oh my god, are you guys
I
gonna
don't know.
talk
I
about
might
it
just
again?
have to make Challa.
No. We already voted.
Okay.
I might have to just RP Challa smoking cigarettes to increase his death risk now, just to balance it out.
Ah, there you go.
I would assume he would have a hookah in his room at this point.
He starts cooking
He
the
starts
vodka.
running back to his room.
No,
to
do not
smoke.
do that. No.
Not in the
What's
ship.
Not
Void-
smoking the vodka.
Voidcut is the
No.
the material used to.
Oh, I
Fuel the
remember
ship.
now. The huffing, the people who huff gas, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to be a ketamine person.
That's an expensive habit these days. Okay.
That's an expensive habit these days. Oh,
I think
man.
they went back to crack after like the.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I miss this music.
normally. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I have a weird, random, personal flavor text question, if you don't mind me interrupting.
Sure.
So, back when we were fighting the Eyeless on Conflux, and my revelation happened, and I saw myself standing on a ship shooting Eyeless from the ship, right?
Yeah.
How is that possible? Because the only 2 ships I've been in as a player have been, like, completely enclosed. Not like I
Oh,
could
you
just
can
go
go
out
out.
and stand up.
You can
What?
go out.
There's hatches.
Yeah.
Oh, so like, do you need a spacesuit, or do you just like walk on the
And
outside
now
of the ship?
now for the question that I can't wait to get into.
Oh gosh.
Can you go out into the astral sea?
Well, I mean, don't I know because I saw.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
my-
gonna explain it. Yeah, I'm setting up. Okay.
Okay, go.
Can you
Get
go
him,
out,
Essie.
Can you go out of the astral sea? Yes. Will you die? Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you need spells before you can go out into the astral sea.
Oh.
Not because there's no oxygen, but because of how cold it is.
Cold bitties.
Yeah. Also, there's
so if I have the right runic combination, it can probably heat us up. Okay. I'm
yeah,
gonna look
correct. Like you can. Okay, so there's.
Okay.
Let me go through the whole list here, since you'd have access to the information anyway from the archives of the ship. So there is oxygen in the astral sea. Being able to breathe isn't the problem. The problem is being able to survive the massive temperature differences, because most of the astral sea is cold until it's very hot, right? So there's huge cold, huge heat. There's also radiant damage from various radiation sources. There's the fact that the reason that the ships are enclosed the way that they are is because they are able to defeat the long-range senses of most of the predatory creatures that live within the astral sea. Most of the time. That is not a guarantee. But if you're out there, then your life energy is able to be detected all willy-nilly. Just look at you. So, it's one of those things.
I'm living.
Can you go out into the astral sea? Yes. Is it a good idea? No. No, it is not.
Unless you're trained to do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, unless you have the spells and the appropriate... Yeah, and even then, it better be for a good reason, because it's a pretty dangerous risk. So,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
no problem. Okay. I'm really sad that StormEdge can't be here for this episode, because there's all this really cool pilot stuff that I was going to do, like play Danger Zone, the stream-safe version. But, anyway. Effie moves up towards the pilot seat, as it is time to blow this popsicle stand. Would you guys like to join her on the bridge?
Were you guys ready to sail? I know there are some things you wanted to do.
Oh, if you want to do other stuff, that's fine, but...
Well, I was hoping to like talk to a few other people just before we took off, but
Go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, we'll start with the person I'm next to. Who is sparkling?
Yeah.
I was staring at that for a second. I was like, oh.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Distracted by the sparkles. She looks at Irha. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you a few things. Is now a good time to talk?
His head's leaned back against the wall. His eyes are closed, but he nods.
Well, first, can you tell me a few things about, how you feel about which path we should take, please? Like, do you agree with what Gobbles told you? Or Godembeer, I suppose?
He kind of shrugs, like he's unsure. And then he opens his eyes to look at you, and he's like, do you mean...
To comically interrupt, a fat cat will come waddling around the corner. Meow.
What is that?
Meow.
He, like, Irha
The door will
pulls
open
out
with
his
a hiss.
spear as it walks by.
And he will walk
His spear's
over.
pointed at it.
Meow.
What the?
That looked like a mighty fat cat.
That... Is it dangerous?
Well, I don't know. I thought... And a little click of recognition happens in her eyes, and she's like, oh, well, okay, I've got some different questions to ask you, actually. So, Irha, now, don't think me, rude or presumptuous or anything, but I've noticed when you lapse before. I've been noticing since the Alice fight, right? And you're not... I guess the best way to put it is the original that I know, that I woke up with on Conflux, but you're also not the second lapse that I met. For ease of conversation, I'll call him Chad, just so we can tell each other apart.
Yes.
But you're kind of like a third type of person. I mean, I know you're still Irha. You still think like him and act like him and you know, all that sort of stuff, but you're different. Is there something I can call you to differentiate, at least when we're alone?
Irha stands up, and he starts, like, brushing off his legs, and he holds out a hand for you. I think you were still sitting next to him.
Yeah, Maelie takes a hand, stands
And
up.
he helps you up. It's interesting. I thought I was doing a pretty good job. But I guess... I mean... Strength and intelligence makes you pretty dangerous, pretty perceptive compared to some of the others. And then he just kind of like shakes your hand. He's like, you can call me Rue. And he starts walking towards the doorway.
Wait, I got a question for you, Rue. But thanks.
My God.
I mean, I think part of the reason I noticed is because of how invested I am in the team.
Oh, just the team? And he like turns to look at you. Totally just invested in all the team members, all of them equally, right?
Maybe not equally. You're definitely high on the list. But I wanted to know, see, Irha told me that he remembered something, and he's never remembered something from a lapse before. You, Rue, were the one who was out when Woad and Owen were talking about Folly. Can you talk to Irha? Like, and tell him things? How did he know?
Rue just kind of shrugs, and he's like, well, I can give him suggestions and say, hey, this happened. It's not that he always listens to me. He's kind of stubborn. But sometimes.
But, well, that's better than what Chad could do, I guess. Chad never seemed to care. That's helpful. Thanks for that information. I'll file that away. It's nice to know that maybe there's a chance you could tell him about what we talk about.
If it doesn't cause art, and he kind of like turns to you fully. His hands are up like a place-setting gesture. He's like, I'm here as a function. I am simply here to make sure that Irha doesn't go insane. So every time there's a problem, I come out as much as he can't certainly handle it because of, and he turns to look out the door, but you see he's looking for someone, but he can't seem to find them. There's someone here I still need to talk to.
Okay. Me too. But one other thing, I know it's been on, my list of things to do for quite some time. Can I see your sword? The one you got from the clowns.
He like takes a moment to think and starts patting down his pockets. And he goes to retrieve it and pulls it out.
He just pulls it
See
out.
someone. I don't. Does he have
I'm
it?
just fucking with you. Go ahead, play.
No.
That was an innuendo, I think.
Yes. I was being.
Yeah, he pulled it out.
I was being bad.
Right in front of Maelie.
She wouldn't be able to do what she wants to do at that point.
Whoa, do they?
Anyway,
Whoa!
Arcana, check the clown sword.
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, I'm still not able to figure out what this is.
That's all you see is distant honking.
Distant honking. So, I wish I knew what this did. Ira's been asking me for a long time, but I couldn't tell back at the tent because the clowns wouldn't let me, and I still can't tell now.
It's supposed to do something? Like, other than being a sword?
I assumed, based on what was given up to retrieve it, that it would have some sort of fancy power in it. But I could be wrong. It could just be a sword. Oh well. Sorry it didn't work.
He just kind of waves you off. Maybe we can ask the other wizard.
Oh, yes. Great. Sounds like a good plan. Mm-hmm. I hate being shown up by her.
What do you... I'm sensing some hostility here.
Well,
aren't you like two different types of magic users?
I guess. I don't know. I've never asked her. She's always rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm not taking the time to get to know her, I suppose.
I mean, that's fair. She kind of came on strong out the gate there.
Meanwhile, in the private chambers of evil... Hey, Sera!
She sneezes.
Hey, Sera.
Her eyes are closed. She's writhing a little bit. She's attempting to meditate.
Sera.
She'll open one right eye.
You ever get the feeling that people are talking about you?
All the time.
Huh. That's all from the Room of Evil.
It's like a freaking TV intermission. No.
Meanwhile, at the League of Evil, Solomon Grundy want pants too.
So good.
Well, she nods to Irha. Well, thanks for talking to me, Rue. I will want to talk to Irha later when he comes back. But, for now, I think that's all the questions I had for you specifically.
He looks a little hurt. He's like, oh, all right, I guess. Just, fine. And he starts walking away.
Man.
I'm not hurt.
Maylie's oddly flustered by that whole conversation.
Dude.
She's not sure what to think.
And then you see him turn and look down at the gnome.
Oh, the sparkle is neat.
Quick flavor question. Is there bread in the kitchen?
Yes.
Of course
You will
there's
see a 2'4" gnome norming on bread.
And just anime girl style in his mouth. You! And he starts stomping over to you. He looks angry. Like, this isn't normal angry, like disappointed. This is actually angry.
Uh-oh.
Luka looks on, sipping his tea
Oh my god.
from the couch.
Yeah?
As flavor text, can I grab you by the back of the scruff and just shake you a little bit?
Sure.
He just picks up the gnome. He's like, we have some talking to do, Mr. Make a Trade.
Oh, I knew this was coming. Okay.
Oh, you did you? And you just kept running away from it?
I've not been running. You've never asked.
Touché. But still, I'm here now.
Be gentle with him. And he continues to sip his tea.
I'm dragging them both over here.
Wait, what?
You guys,
I'm dragging the gnome.
do you
over
guys
here
notice
too.
how Irha becomes the Sigma male grind set when Crow's playing as?
Oh,
If you drag me over there,
Wait.
Yeah, I'm carrying
us?
you. Yeah. Since you wanna
I don't
get in
know.
the
I
middle
don't
of
know
it.
why you said it like it. You introduced them like a transformer. The Sigma male grind set. Like it's they.
I'm
like
over
their
here
name is
googling
grind
what
set.
that means because I'm so old.
I'm gonna set you in between.
Okay, yo, Sera. Sorry, it's not Lolly. Actually, just look in the mirror. That's what it means.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
actually-
me.
yeah. You
It's
definitely,
me.
definitely.
Actually,
Maelie now wishes she had some tea.
Emily is
Illuminating.
it's so crazy. Dude.
I called it the table of drama, and now it is time.
It's the table of
You're the first
confessions.
victim.
Drink your
Rue's
tea.
like popping his knuckles.
Drink your tea.
He sips it. He sips his tea very loudly.
You just hear from the other side.
So I heard you made a trade. I want the details of that.
Details might be hard to come by. With details come consequences. You said it yourself, Irha, that not all knowledge is good to be known.
He raises a finger knowingly that you are indeed correct in what he said. Details are specific when it has a special effect in someone else's life. And that's why I'm here. And he looks pointedly at the gnome.
Ira, Seino will look down at first, but then look you just straight up like he's up to his words. Which is funny because he looks like a child on the sofa probably because he's so short. He will look up to you and say, I've gone into details before, and it was a mistake. I don't want to make this mistake again. I will let you know that I'm trying my best at all times. I've not had anything else on my mind this persistent as this matter, that I will never forget about this, and I'm trying to fix it.
There is a loud pinging sound that interrupts Seino. Boom! Name change complete. Continue.
Oh. I am constantly trying to get this matter sorted out, but sadly, I don't think I can talk about this as much as I would like to.
Rue puts his hand on the back of the couch so that you're kind of you can't escape, because if you go backwards you run into Maelie, and he leans in closer and he's like, I think I deserve to know what you've done, don't you?
I know you deserve to know, but if I tell you the details, things will get horribly worse than there already are. I've experienced this firsthand, and he's like fidgeting with his fingers, but still pertaining eye contact.
Luka chimes in for a second. Maybe this is something that can be talked about with time. Right now it's probably not the best. And he continues to sip his tea, watching the two of them.
That's pretty sweet coming from you, Luka. How many times have you wanted to talk about something only for it to get shoved out of the way when another problem comes up?
Sometimes those things are unavoidable. Things happen, events happen, conversations happen, and there's never a good time for it. We just have to learn how to move from it. Don't you agree?
He looks kind of disgusted by the idea of that, of just letting it. He's like, I don't think. And then he stops himself. He looks to Maelie, and then he looks to Luka, and then he looks to the gnome. He's like, I don't think you understand why I was created in the first place. I am born from what this guy stole. And he points to the gnome.
Wait, huh?
Maelie tips her head at that.
What?
Luka cocks his head to the side.
Seino's confused.
Really?
What did he steal?
And then he kind of like
Didn't you?
he's like, I don't know, it's a secret. I guess we'll just have to find out when it comes up again.
Seino will perk up his head, and like he's confused by the statement because he didn't connect the dots yet that you are different from the Nara. That just out of character, but in character. Seino will perk up his head. All I can tell you is that I made a grave mistake in my judgment, and I agreed to something that I didn't knew the consequences for. And now it is something that I want and have to take responsibility for, and I'm trying my best to get it sorted. But if there's... I can't tell you details. I'm sorry.
Irha kind of leans back. Seems he's done harassing the gnome for now.
Oh, good. Then I can not play this.
Oh my god.
The music started. I started to get nervous.
I swear my heart rate perked up by like 25 probably.
Every time that song happens, yeah.
What is the trauma with this song? Should I continue so you guys can experience
No.
more?
Just continue what you were saying right now.
He changes it back.
Rune puts away the guitar.
Oh my god! Wow, he's like playing the song. Everyone can hear him because he's right next to the drama seats.
Oh yes. Meanwhile, in the chamber of Halal.
He's here studying for his exam so his parents don't kick him out.
Oh my god.
This is very relatable content to Zahaab right
He's in
now.
college.
He's looking at all these. He's looking at all these inscriptions, right? I don't have them all in front. I had this full thing in front of me on my computer, but I can't access the doc because it's online, right? And I'm not. My internet cut out, right? I'm on Wi-Fi right now, so. This is why I think. So this is straight off of memory, okay? This is me. So I remember, okay, I made Celerity Vault and Gloria Courage from the...
Yeah.
Okay, for those of you who don't know in chat or are new, Challa subclass allows him to have things called sigils, which represents elements or sonic, rhyme, ser, asset, celerity, and gloria, representing lightning, thunder, cold, fire, acid, speed, and glory. And he has other base types, which are veiled, cause, taos, ego, joth, soul, representing right, speak, feel, mind, body, soul. Right? And when he hit level 6, which was very recent, he was able to do a couple inscriptions, where inscriptions are where he can combine exactly two of the sigils he knows to make a greater effect, and he can only maintain one of these at a time. So it's very important I get a good one. So the two that he's tested so far was Celerity Vault, which allowed him to activate this effect called Blurring, which was a good buff to a weapon, and Gloria Courage, which was another decent buff to a weapon, which gave somebody heroism. Okay, there's something that I'm confused by.
Yeah, what's up?
Right, and he's looking through his notes. And he's trying to understand. He's pulling all these wreaths that he has these swirly sort of runic sigils on. And as he passes through them, he notices when he was first given the sigils, and when he learnt some of them earlier on when he was level 5, before he had inscriptions, he'll notice that he had veiled accuracy and veiled potency, right? Veiled means to write. So does this mean veiled accuracy is a whole different rune, or is it an inscription that he has that counts as a sigil?
So veiled accuracy and veiled potency represent a basic set of runes that you got. Accuracy and potency are the actual runes of they have their own rune set. So they are another dual pair. Yes, you're correct.
Okay, so I can separate accuracy and potency from veiled. Fantastic.
You'll have to make the rolls in order to write it properly because you have to separate it and like figure out how to write it. But yeah, you can do that.
Okay, and then additionally, the ones I learned from Ogdo, Ego Courage, Cost Translation, and Joth Vault, I'd have to do rolls to separate Courage from Ego, Translocation from Cos.
Yeah.
And
so
Vault
basically,
from
if
Joth.
you find complete recipes like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they have runes that you haven't seen, then you have to like make rolls to write the individual rune properly, so that you know how to add it, because how the language works.
Fantastic, because there's all like it's like a combination of sigils. They like go on each other. Okay, that makes sense. So, one of the things I guess Challa would be doing in this room is, first he's trying to assess if, like, the speak, write, feel, mind, body, soul, those can be applied to each other. Like, can I have veiled cos, even though it doesn't necessarily make sense with the way this is written, right? Every time he's seen something, it's been a base type matched with an element. Right, so it'd be lightning with mind, or body with thunder, not body with mind. So you try and mix the body and mind and things like that.
So you're trying to mix the two base types.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Are you doing that now?
Okay, so I'll just list what he's doing, and then you'll tell me the order that makes sense. Okay. So he's trying to separate out accuracy from veiled and potency from veiled, and courage and translocation from ego and cos. Right, which is so to get 4 more runes, which he should know if he's smart enough to separate them out.
Yeah.
And then he's seeing if he can combine the base types.
Let's do some checks.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a d20 plus proficiency plus level.
I think
So +9.
yeah. I think the answer is 60.
Okay. As you take a look at the first rune, which one are you starting with?
So he's trying to. I guess we'll start from the top, right? He's trying to get accuracy from veiled.
Accuracy, or accuro, as it is referred to in its rune, you start to try to separate it. Veiled, you know very well. You start to kind of write it out, compare the two, and remove veiled from your transcription to try and recreate from the missing pieces and from the negative space the rune for accuro. And with that roll, that is sufficient. You have discovered the rune for accuro.
Fantastic. He does the same thing with potency.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one goes Boko, Polio. He's trying to guess what it's gonna be. So potency means a polka. Oh, I'm too stupid for this.
Unfortunately, this one evades you.
He accidentally did a doodle of a kid heavily disturbed by polio, and he's like, oh, that's not how you shorten that word. Okay, 2 more. Okay, he's trying to get courage for ego courage.
Okay.
And separating out the courage part. Courage, bravery, oh, that's not one.
Oh, okay. You start to look at it. This one hits you. It's like nearly instant. And that.
Oh, it's a cougar. I love MILF.
Man, this rune is called Valor.
Oh my bad. Oh.
You learn the rune for Valor.
Dude, I already wrote it as cougar in my notes. Can we change it?
No, it's not cougar.
What courage? Dude.
Nor MILF.
No. Yes, I think I'm getting a bit old for that.
Oh my god. Alright, would you like to try the last one?
Yes, indeed. So this is to separate translocation from... Oh, wait. Oh, does he know? Oh, so causes to speak, so translocation he's trying to separate out.
Yeah.
Translocation, It's dangerous to talk about splitting this one on Twitch. Can't shorten that one.
Man, the dichotomy of Challa. You have no idea how to get this one out.
I'm not touching that one with a 7-foot ball. He's also going to try various combinations, but to save everyone time, I'll probably write up a bunch of those off stream and send those to Arcadum, and we'll talk about that next time. He said.
That sounds good.
In the meantime, Jalla's going to accidentally light his rune on fire by putting a bad combination together and attempting to make an inscription of 3 before it is time.
Oh, good. Mana overwhelms the fucking runes, and Challa's fucking room is on fire.
And he tries to go away. Fire stop. He thinks he's magical now,
Fire
so
stop.
he's just talking to the flames.
Beep,
He
beep,
starts,
beep, beep,
No,
beep, beep,
no.
beep.
He
Steam.
leaves.
Some steam comes down and puts out the fire.
Oh, I need a hookah break.
Meanwhile, at the table of character development.
I had one more thing I wanted to say, but if people are like walking away, that's fine too. I just want to say it to Seino. Rue leans in real close. He's like, "You're running out of people to take the fall for your decisions."
I will take, like, he will lean in, like, he will not go away or back off, and he will say, I will stand for my decisions, and I will make them right. This is the only responsibility that I can take. And it's all he's saying. Yeah.
But you're still stuck between the two of them. Rue doesn't move.
I feel like I'm freaking between mom and dad right now. And I did something bad. And across the freaking table is my freaking bigger brother that just enjoys me getting scolded.
He has a smile on his face.
It's a family event. All the family needs to be around.
He ratted you out.
Intervention about you making deals. You gambler.
By that, Luka's getting back up and motioning for Irha to follow him.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, am I in trouble now? He says he's
Get over here.
Hey,
Oh God.
Get over here.
Ira, once you're done talking to him, send him back this way. I want to talk to Luka next.
Why don't Luke,
Oh
why don't
my
you-
God.
Why don't we all just have a family conversation? He's like, you know, where someone pretends to lasso you and pull you closer. He's doing that to
Is he
Luka.
doing that?
He's like, come over here. We're getting it all out on the table.
But my tea. And he starts to motion towards it, and he's trying to make more.
Make more tea and then sit your butt over here. And he gestures towards the couch.
All right, well, he just very speedy tea sounds, and it comes back.
Good job. You wrangled him.
Yes.
I learned it from Maelie.
Maelie is suddenly assaulted with images of Irha in a cowboy hat and no shirt on.
Oh my God.
The tips
Oh
of
no,
your
I
ears
don't know
go
why
red.
that made me repulse for a second.
Oh, my.
I don't know why. Oh God. Anyway, I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay. Shoot.
What did you say to me from the Labrys fight?
The what?
What was the first thing you said to me before the Labrys fight? The spider.
A spider? You guys fought a spider? He's like tapping his chin. And it almost seems like he's looking through files. You get the sense that he's like thinking pretty hard about this subject.
Inside Irha's mind, there is just an image of Steamboat Willie.
Absolutely.
No, I'm gonna start whistling it. Why did you say that? Okay. Never mind. Second question. Oh no, I gotta flip through all of them. I had them everywhere. What did I give you as a gift?
You've given a couple.
But what did I specifically give you?
Like me or the other one. And like I'm pretty sure Seino's just more confused when he's talking about this.
Seino's trying to connect dots.
You mean me or the other guy that's like, oh no, don't touch my hand?
Okay. Last question. What is my name? You whisper that to me.
He kind of looks around nervously, like that was the actual secret he knew he wasn't supposed to share.
You've given Irha a sock. He is a free elf.
He's a free elf. I have it in my notes here. And I can't... Is this how you say it? Is it Menial?
Menial.
Like, Menial? He
Yeah.
Menthol cigarettes. Continue. I'm sorry. I'm full of jokes today.
I'm getting socks. It's fine.
What's going on?
He whispers that.
Alrighty. While you guys talk about names.
Does he do that?
Yeah, he whispers it.
Luka nods and then hands him a red sash.
Ooh.
Is this... He just, like...
Whenever you're around, tie that somewhere visible so I know. And he comes back down and sits with his tea.
He gives you
Looking
finger guns.
and looking directly at Maelie, seeing that you want to speak to me as well?
Mm-hmm.
Or do these two need to be here for that?
Hold that thought while you guys get ready for the next bit. Meanwhile, in the chambers of darkness...
Two.
Here's placed Aika along the... Are there baseboards, like a headboard? A bed frame?
Yeah.
She's placed it right along horizontally. She's balanced it. It's slightly levitating off.
Moto's
And she
looking at
looks-
star charts. And by looking,
And
I
she-
mean licking them.
Licking, drooling.
He's just sucking on them.
She looks like a proper under the sea queen, propped up on the bed, tentacles kind of whirling around. And she's attempting to slip into a meditation.
All right, moments before you finally feel the deep recess of meditation, the true reflection of the staff of Aika, and indeed a greater exploration of your magical powers.
All right, you motherfucker, let's hear it. Come on.
Challa knocks on the door. He hits her with the most gentle, just the lightest taps, just a single knuckle tapping, and he taps once, and he just holds there at the edge of the door, tippy toes up, air on the door, hoping to hear her move before he knocks loudly.
There is no response. She does not hear that. You feel it. You feel it, Sera. The secrets of arcane knowledge start to flow around you. There's no response, Challa.
Challa will simply wait and think to himself.
Ah, good.
As she can read my thoughts, she'll know I'm here, and know I need help on with my homework.
Oh, what a cutie!
Crisscross applesauce under this lamp.
I take back my earlier statement, motherfucker.
So she just sits there by him. Sits there thinking she's definitely cognizant of what I'm thinking. don't, and he thinks to himself, don't think anything strange, and then he keeps thinking weird shit, and he's like, no, don't stop. Stop. He's thinking of like a bunch of don't do that with the tentacle. No.
No.
And then he tries to control his mind, and he realizes he can't. Clearly, she can read his thoughts, so he's just gonna run away embarrassed. Oh no, I'll do it some other time. He goes ahead. He's done. He takes her there. Effie, take us home. Wait, Effie can't read my thoughts either. Shit.
That spiraled quickly.
He lays on his bed, looks up, and he realizes, oh, I'm all alone now.
Is he in Maelie's room?
No, I claimed the one next to Sera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes in someone else's room and just has a moment.
The shame.
I can't bring that shame into my room. That'll fuck up the feng shui.
Moto will look at the door. Evil thoughts. Alright, meanwhile on the bridge, highway to the danger zone.
Like the idea that she's vibing up there the whole time.
Love is a highway.
Alright,
The cat.
alright, Maelie and Luka. Let's finish off this dramedy.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it's something that can be talked about in front of, well, at least these two, since they're the two I trust most. Just wanted to apologize. We kind of got run out of Dragonstar awful quick, and I know you had wanted to do other things trying to help free Osiris, and I feel bad that we couldn't accomplish those goals of yours. But I also wanted to apologize for not telling you sooner, I suppose. I noticed something back at the hate crystals when we fought that chimera, and I think it might be more and more important, especially since you've called Kaeton out a couple more times, right?
I have.
Well, when we were fighting, you used, I think, some of your magic that might be cursed on the chimera. And when we were examining the remains for loot and stuff, I noticed that some of the ichor in its blood wasn't just from the corruption of the... Oh, I wanted to call them the Badlands, like where I'm from, but, well, the corruption of Drakenholm. It wasn't that. It was also part you. I could sense your residual magic in that corruption, like it had made it grow faster and worse. I didn't tell you at the time because I was busy with other things. My thoughts were very preoccupied. But I also didn't think it was going to be too much of a problem. You're an adult man. You can handle yourself. And you're more medically inclined than I am. I figured if you were worried about it, you would know. But just in case, I don't know if it's based off of Kaeton or if it's just something we picked up being in the Drakenholm tap curse or what. But you might want to be careful. I wouldn't want to lose a friend to something like that if it's growing inside you.
Luka digests that information for a couple of seconds, maybe a minute, sipping on his tea while he thinks about what they did in the time in Dragonstorm and what he would like to do. And then looks back at Maelie. You didn't have to apologize for that. The events of Dragonstorm and me wanting to look into Osiris was also an avenue to look for a way out of Dragonstar if anything was to arise that could become a problem for us. My initial thought was that Osiris, or in aiding him escape, he could in turn also help us leave Dragonstar if we ever get in ourselves some trouble. But since, as you can see, he waves around the ship, we found another way. yes, I do have a little bit of grievance by wanting to help him and saying that I would help him, but maybe that is something else I can explore way down into the future. There's still some parts of that that do not sit right with me personally. And as for what happened with the Chimera, I did not know that was a thing. Yes, I did look at the creature, tried to salvage what I can, but I just dismissed it as corruption that was happening in the land. So this is news to me, actually. I did not know this before, so I appreciate you bringing it up to me. This could also mean that it is linked with the other me, and I did cast a spell called Bestow Curse. I don't know if that's something that you would know or if that's something that is teachable to wizards, but that kind of makes sense, not to say it that way, but I'll look more into that. I don't think it will be necessarily a danger, but I see it as a tool.
Maelie nods.
I appreciate you bringing that up to me. I'll look into that. He nods with a smile.
Just a little bashful or embarrassed, and it's like, well, thanks for hearing me out, Luka. It's good to get it off my chest, I guess.
There is a dinging sound over the ship's communication system.
You can just hear that.
And then you hear over the communication system, like, this is your captain. It's time to get going, okay?
When did it start to sound like that?
Gosh, the audacity. She's not the captain. She's just the navigator. Sera didn't put her in as captain. Oh, I hope she didn't change her role.
Wait, we get rolls? What role did I get?
Don't worry
know.
about it.
Swabby. You're the swabby. And he puts his hand on.
As far as I know, I'm the medic, so...
I think if I remember correctly, you're the cook, Seino, but I might be remembering you with Challa.
I can make some bomb-ass bread.
His hand lightly shakes Seino, and he's like, nah, he's the swabby.
Seino will knock away the hand.
Oh, we can
I'm the
ask
cook,
that.
okay?
We can ask that, Mr. Negative, and I'm sure he can tell you what your role is. It was just asking for something. We just kind of filled in the blanks, you know?
Yeah, we can change it later.
Where you going?
Meanwhile, in the chambers of evil...
Oh my god, are we doing it? Are we meditating?
Finally, it's almost time to meditate.
Oh my god, it's been like 16 months IRL.
And just as you were about to meditate...
I hate everything!
Oh, it looks like it's time to go.
Sera doesn't respond, but her regrown eyebrows will furrow deeply, and just a great blast of frigid air blows out from her in annoyance. The whole room ices over.
Ugh. What's wrong? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to meditate in the downtime. Don't you want to see the vessel launch? I bet it's gonna be cool.
Fine.
Yay!
Are the
She'll
repairs
scoop him
even
up.
done?
Yay! Whee!
Oh,
Oh!
What's going on?
Oh god!
Sera gets stuck on the walls in her annoyance.
She starts no clipping.
She just rages out in the wall.
Sera just pops in T-posing and then outside of the ship.
All right, so there's a couple of things that have changed. First, you notice that everyone has a role at their seat.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
what's my assigned seat?
Yeah, what's my assigned seat? Gets
Wherever you want, wherever you
Oh,
sit
God,
down
I'm
is
just
where it
standing.
pops up.
All right.
Oh.
Gets
Oh.
back to seat.
I put Luka there.
Sera looks delighted to sit next to the animals. She'll put Moto right next to she'll set him down right next to him.
All right,
He's clearly unhappy.
he is he's not having a good time.
Her looks a little nervous that you're sat next to
I'm
him.
not a pet. Meow. What?
Neither are they. Make friends.
Meow.
Damn.
Oh my god. I mean,
Got him.
All right, as everyone takes a seat, there's a couple things that you guys notice. First, the colors are a little bit different in here. This entire place has been reprogrammed. You see it says all of your roles, but there's a role above Effie's chair that says Mega Captain.
That is no.
Very fitting. Is she still naked?
Yes.
Okay.
Where's Servitor Negative in all this?
Well, you have to summon him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. As
Here,
you
we'll do that.
All right, how do you do it?
As she moved in here before she sat down,
Yeah.
she'd look up. Whoa, wrong way. She'd look up. See, sorry, I'm eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Look up. See the Mega Captain sitting here. Sera feels delighted about that. Small smile. She'll come up and she'll speak out loud. She doesn't touch it. Servitor Negative. We are preparing for launch. We request your assistance.
There is no response. Oh yeah, so like, you gotta call him by his name.
All right, Effie.
What is
What
his
is the name
name?
of your assistant?
And don't worry, I'll summon him. Come to us, Tits McGee.
Effie, what happened to your voice?
My goodness.
The more
There's
Effie
no-
talks, the angrier Rube gets.
There's nothing wrong with my voice.
The accent you've
sounds-
developed is
This
Concerning.
this has always been my voice.
Did you really rename him Tits McGee?
This
She's
one's
always sounded
designation
like
is Tits McGee.
Luka face palms.
Here, we'll study him. Does he have tits?
No.
I love Gee.
Effie, I believe you went with the wrong physical body. What's wrong, Effie? Having trouble answering?
Oh,
Sierra would have said that.
I'm not.
She'll just move over to her seat. She said what she needed to say.
Awaiting
Hey,
query.
Where did
Tits
Irha go?
McGee, do you have
Oh.
any runes that you can teach me?
Who did you ask that to?
Tits McGee,
Oh, okay.
do you have any runes for me?
Negative.
No.
This one's designation has been filled with new programming.
Are there any talks of runes in the archives?
Affirmative.
Okay. Give me first response to the search query of runes.
Sierra will look over her shoulder.
Just so much shit he starts saying so quickly.
Challa, I thought you were the one who was most in a hurry.
Yeah.
Then let's focus.
Are you
Okay, he
guys
just
like
slaps-
ready?
He just slaps Effie on the ass as soon as Lodi says less focus. Sorry, as soon as Sera says less focus, he just slaps Effie on the ass. Okay, go then. We're not piloting the ship.
All right, so like before we go, you have to like be seated and strapped in, or else you'll like liquefy.
Is our Mega Captain
Oh.
also the safety captain?
That's Mega
have to go.
Captain to you.
Maelie shoots a side eye at Sera and is like, eye contact. This is your fault.
Okay, locked in.
All right, and familiars, are you locked in?
Let's go, safety captain.
Oh, yeah, we are. I don't need to be strapped in. I'm way too powerful.
Sierra will just
always
attach all of her tentacles around here. Just suckers down.
Actually, before we go, is there trash can in here? He looks around for one.
No. Why? You better not throw up on my ride.
If you ejectile vomit
There's-
at me, we will have words.
I cannot
Oh.
promise that. Last time we were in the
Really?
vessel, I got very sick.
That's right. You do get a little motion sick, don't you?
A little.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh,
Luka straps himself in tighter in his seat.
Sera will move over here. She'll
Ooh.
sit down at this one instead.
Sits in shooting range.
I don't think you should sit there.
She'll give Luka. Sorry, I almost said Raka. I get so confused seeing the names in front of him. She'll give Luka a very weird smile. It's meant to be reassuring, but her mischievous side is showing through a little bit. Don't worry, Luka.
Oh. Luka immediately becomes very unsettled.
That's like, that makes it worse.
And he sinks further into his chair.
Oh.
Luka, you'll be fine. This is why you were drinking your tea, right?
It was a bad idea to drink that tea before we took off.
No,
I'm
no.
regretting everything.
Oh, you'll be fine.
And he just sinks further into his seat.
all right, boys and girls, strap yourselves in, clamp down on your holes, because it's about to get wild.
Seino had to jump on his chair.
Does he have a booster seat?
His chair's like all the way up so he can see.
Oh yeah, where are the windows? There are windows here?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
And
we use
Boo.
initializing launch protocols. Click, clack, 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 click, click. Tap. Enter. The entire front of the ship starts to hiss as the steel is lifted up to reveal translucent glass. I'm sorry, Storm. I'm just trying to capture your essence.
It is a terrible accent and nowhere close.
Fantastic.
I love it.
It's like I never have to play again.
Oh.
All right, let me see if I can actually do Storm. Let's see how.
Wait, would it be Chaffee? Chad,
Are
Effie,
you ready to
Chaffee?
play?
Mm.
Slapped you, didn't I? Go.
Waterfalls.
Why is it
Like
own?
own. It sounds like own. Go back to the other one.
Do you not like my voice?
Oh, no.
It sounds like Owen.
Alrighty,
Own costume?
here we go.
Oh.
Whee! Since Effie is the pilot, she has the honor of being the ship's token.
Ooh.
Is it just sunglasses? Please say it's sunglasses.
That would be awesome.
That'd be
Wait.
so funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
What is the name of the ship now?
Oh, it's still the same.
The Astral Harpy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank goodness for the little things, I suppose.
All right, let's do this.
Shout out to Seino.
No. You.
All right, let's do this. Here we go.
Oh, I misclicked. Whoops.
Dead?
Oh, I misclicked. He just dies.
It's the dice.
Is this a monitor in front of each one of us?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh wait, are we sitting backwards? Hold on.
Get your
We are.
your seat. You're sitting on
Oh,
on the seats.
What's,
I had to zoom. I didn't realize.
Sera
what's
would be
going on in this
tap,
Astral?
tapping, trying to do
What's-
a slash help, slash question mark,
Okay, so
slash list.
Oh my
so
god.
the Astroglobe at the front is basically taking Effie's inputs and then using magical sigils form. So as the globe quickly shifts, it forms magical symbols in the air, taking the place of a wizard's hands, in order to keep up with the inputs that Effie is inputting. It is a combination of magic and technology in order to power and control the vessel.
And like, say somebody was to put like a crowbar in there or something, it would just fuck the whole thing up.
Yes.
Cool. Just in case. We have an emergency brake. Is what I'm saying.
Alrighty.
Effie,
Seino can't read the keyboard. Can't reach the keyboard to put inputs and in a way.
Do you have a list of commands for me?
Does everyone have a list of commands? Ooh. Can we even read it?
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, we can't even read
Yeah,
this.
that's why it's important that she's, active.
The mega captain.
That's why she's the mega captain.
Effie,
How does
Effie-
it come out as? Is it a list of sigils? Is this an area that you don't have content? I should stop asking questions.
What? No, it. Okay, are you talking about what's appearing on your monitor?
Yeah.
As a designation of captain, you'll see different things like the readouts of the ship's damages, readout of the ship's functions. You'll see readouts of your vital signs of all the other members of the crew that as they have been uploaded to Tits McGee. You also see that there are different indications of the navigational spectrum, although it is not your... you can essentially intervene or aid in other people's stations, but that's what you see on your screen.
Okay. And is there a terminal?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there the classic /help?
It's still the same stuff that you encountered on Conflux.
Yeah, so she's looking for general availability of commands.
Well, right now the ship is in launching procedures.
Is it clear there's a way to interact with the index through a list of commands? Not right now, but in general?
Yeah.
Okay. And is all of this in Teledonic?
Yeah.
Okay. And the sigils that are the ones that are coming through what Effie's inputting, are they actually visualizing the sigils that are being used?
Yeah.
Okay. Having observed everything that's there, she'll get into a weird-ass position so she can actually observe what's happening here.
How weird.
Well, since she's half octopus, her tentacles, the core of her is now actually facing straight towards Luka, and her human half is watching this way, but it looks like what would normally be hips are all looking this way. So it's almost like an owl. How an owl could turn its head 180 degrees.
Oh, okay. Not perturbed by that at all.
Alrighty, so as Effie finishes pressing in the launching procedures and codes, inputting in the appropriate commands, a pair of strange handles will come out of the front terminal. She will lean back, grab them, twist them into place, and good fucking luck as she pilots into the astral sea. And here we go.
How fun. So
Ooh,
excited.
cool.
Yo.
New
I
map.
don't see nothing yet. Oh, okay, now I see stuff. Ooh,
I'm abandoned this place.
what is this? That's
Yo.
sick.
This is pretty.
I do like
And you
this.
guys...
wait a sec. What's that Pokemon? Oh, no, you're gonna know this, Roxa. What Pokemon is that? The one right here.
What are you?
Forget the name of it. It's that
Oh,
one.
it's Latios.
Oh,
There you
Latios.
Oh, I
go.
don't-
Shout out to
I didn't
Latios,
see
dude.
it.
Shout out to Latios. Chilling.
Alright, you guys should be hearing some music soon.
Yeah.
I hear.
Is it? Does the music
Yeah.
sound Native American? Cause Effie's driving. That's me, the ox.
When they actually take off, Sera would go back to the terminal and she would do what she can. Since you mentioned aiding to aid Effie with piloting.
Alrighty. So, as the vessel lifts up from the shattered gates, it enters the black, inky expanse of the astral sea, and slowly, but surely, makes its way through. Through the navigational array, it shows the preordained paths. Effie turns the ship towards Honor's Way. However, she begins to input alternative routes. Another route appears exiting from the side towards Greygrim. Slowly, this path begins to solidify. And Effie turns the entirety of the vessel towards the alternate path. The navigational arrays stop whirring, and now your fate is in the hands of your pilot. And here we go.
Can I say I love this music, by the way?
Yeah, it's great.
Great.
I'm vibing.
Yeah. Oh, this has been just so long since we've been on voyage or travel. Hopefully nothing will come out of this that is dangerous.
Surely nothing bad will happen.
Surely nothing.
Come on, guys. The dice know.
Hey, Effie, I think you should avoid the rocks. And also, if you need to hit break, tell me. I'll stop the whole ship.
Is this music by radio?
What's a nat 20?
No, this music is the instrumental version of Sleeping in the Cold Below, which is a song from Warframe.
Oh, okay.
Which is the theme song of basically these sister pirates.
Why do I see Reeby's cursor?
She's probably
That's
in the.
true.
She's probably in the.
She's trying to go away. She's trying to
Run
escape.
away!
What are you doing?
Caught red-handed.
You can't hide.
Okay,
You know what?
take it back.
Sometimes
28.
Okay, so with a 28, which is a solid startup of the roll, you begin to deviate from Honor's way, and now you face the dangers of the Astral Sea.
That's a 7.
Don't react yet, but it's a 7.
It's a 7.
I think
7.
Oh, guys, go wait one sec. Chat. Right now, type in your numbers to play bingo. Right now. Put in 3 2-digit numbers, and whoever wins first gets a special prize from me. Chat right now. Join now before he rolls the next set. You gotta
What
put
can
in
I
3 2-digit numbers.
Please let me know when I can roll a con save to not throw.
Wait, I put a number that he already rolled. I'm changing.
This cheating.
Maelie watches the stars go by, more or less distracted from her actual screen that she's supposed to be watching.
I swear the 7 just says a beam of violet light decimates us in all atoms. We perish.
Holly wouldn't do that to us.
All right, the first encounter that you run into appears to be a small collection of asteroids floating, hurtling through the Astral Sea. Each of them contain strange crystallized quartz that seem to be emanating magic. Pure, unfiltered mana coalesced on these stones. Effie pulls the Astral Harpy to a slow approach. Tits McGee will surface and will instruct you what you have found. There are many such inoculations of mana geodes. These happen to be some, no doubt, what the leftovers of an exploded star or planet. It is possible to extract the nutrients from these stones and place them into our mana reserves. It will take time, however. What'll it be?
How much time, Mr. McGee?
Is there a way to check how our levels are now?
Our current mana reserves are nominal. The use of mana is different from the use of our main fuel source. The use of mana can be used to assist you in various tasks. So you guys remember in Conflux what the mana pillars were and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what this is. So other than fueling the actual ship's engines, mana fuels everything else. So the conjuring of food, the use of the weapons that the Astral Harpy has.
Sera will
bread.
full turn in her seat now, like an owl, and she'll lock eyes with Maelie.
Maelie looks backwards at Sera.
We should gather these for personal
course.
use.
Yeah.
Challa will speak up, having overheard this. I think I have a way to assist. Are we currently in a colder spot of the Astral Sea, Titsmagi?
Indeed, temperatures are not nominal for organic life to survive.
I believe if I combine my sigils, Taos and Rhyme, or actually Taos and Ser, on oneself, perhaps we'd be able to escape the cold. So Challa's trying to understand. So he has two sigils, right? Taos feel and Joth body, right? And he's thinking of how to combine these with the Rhine cold and Ser fire, right? From what he understands about the sigils, likely making your body fire, right? Joth Ser will be able to heat him up enough so he can go out into the cold and just manually try and gather these to assist or expedite the ship's process of gathering them.
Okay.
Can you do a
Perhaps
roll
before
to assess this?
Before we extend our own lives, she'll look back towards Tits McGee. She'll shorten it up out of impatience. TM, what is the process for gathering?
Unfortunately, this vessel is designed for speed and maneuverability. It does not have extraction functions. You will need to do so manually.
She'll look back towards Challa. Well, time to experiment then.
Oh. Challa goes back to the room, gets his script. Come with me. I would need Maelie and Sera for this.
Mm-hmm.
She'll stand up. She'll look at Effie. You have things to hold us stable.
So they walk back over to his room, and in his room, all the furniture is like charcoal black from all his experimentation. Parts of the mirror have shattered off and clearly cold. What's the word? Crazing the mirror with cold, if you know what crazing looks like, on like materials and whatnot. And he pulls out these leaves that he's carved off all these runes into, and he said, I believe these two are the combination we're looking for, and one of us can extend out into the Astra. What do you think? Can he do a roll to assess if that what he thinks is doing will work?
Arcana checks.
Yeah.
Did Effie say that she was good? If she was good, Sera wouldn't leave if she wasn't.
Good for what? Sorry.
Keeping the ship stagnant,
Oh,
stable,
yeah, that's fine.
chill.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
she'd
easy.
get up from her terminal, Windows L to lock it, and she'd follow after Challa.
So can Challa be assisting Sera or Maelie here rather than doing his own Arcana check, or
Yeah,
does he
no,
just
you guys
have to-
can combine your efforts.
How do
Okay,
I get to my character sheet? I have Effie as my selected character right now.
So you want to just left-click space, and
Left click space.
Sorry. Hit C.
C. I'm looking at Effie.
Okay, then unselect Effie, like the token, and then hit
How
C
do I
again.
unselect her?
Left-click drag somewhere where token is not.
I can't. I played her in one session, so I believe she is available to me.
Oh, okay. In that case, go to the top right of your screen. Do you see the skull where it says actors? Click that.
No. Top
Above-
right.
Top right.
I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, click that. Yeah. And then
Players.
go to players,
Okay,
and
I'm
then
there.
double click on you. Yeah.
Cool. Arcana. Advantage.
Yeah.
get?
Challa's not
14! Oh, God!
Challa's not making his own role. He's just kind of assisting Maelie and Sera by showing them all the runes and how he's been working on them and is like working out and stuff.
Well, that's not really sufficient to know. You know that it should be okay.
Okay. So Challa still has his translocation arrow, right? Cause translocation, teleport to a creature or object you
Yeah.
attack once per combat, right?
Yeah.
So he has that arrow still locked and loaded, and he shows the others. Well, I can attach it to my own clothes, extend on out to see if I can survive and gather this, and then if it doesn't work, I can just shoot something back into the ship, teleport into the ship, and we're fine.
I would like to hear Maelie suggestions, and she'll look towards Maelie.
Well,
I'm not sure why you hide from your teledonic nature, but you know more about this than any of us.
I wouldn't say I'm hiding from it. I'm just saying I don't really care about it. But I don't think your idea is best, Challa, because if you die, we don't have a way to bring you back, as far as I know. I'd like to ask Mr. McGee, see if he knows how we're supposed to go outside and extract, or perhaps maybe he's got some sort of information that he can tell us specifically about how to use the runes to create a sort of safety bubble, I guess. I know that I've been outside of a ship before, but I don't know how I got out there specifically.
After you. She'll wave her hand to follow Maelie.
Maelie goes back to the control room and asks the questions.
She gives one last look at Challa's singed room, doesn't make a comment, and follows.
I know, it's good work, right? And then he follows after, thinking that it's a good... From Sera is a good gesture.
Tits McGee
She's burned a room before.
Tits McGee will respond to your query. The Astral Harpy is not hold on. The Astral Harpy does not possess the functions to allow the perscience of an organic life form to exit its confines. We have no suits aboard either. This is not an exploration vessel.
Oh, so it doesn't matter if we want to extract the mana from the stones or not. We just simply cannot.
But can't we come out the same way we came in?
There's the airlock.
Tits McGee, what if I leave through the airlock?
One could do so, yes.
How much... Okay, as the temperature in the airlock matches the outside from the inside, how long would it take to emergency bring me back inside, following all normal safety procedures? Tits McGee.
3 minutes.
Tits McGee, how long would it take for me to die from the cold?
That is dependent upon the physiology of said target, but usually 1 minute.
Okay.
Challa, the cold does not bother me.
Challa turns to her, eyes wide, like eyebrows how surprised that she would even insinuate that he was trustworthy enough to with his inscriptions keep her alive in this astral space. Are you sure?
Yes, I do have a question, however. I've never casted in the astral sea before. She'll look at a TM. What are the negative effects of... What was normal? Is that the right... Of normal wizard casting?
The induction of mana into a space like the astral sea can cause rippling effects, whilst the standardized spell should not have any sort of fluctuations. There are always strange emanations through the astral sea that may, of course, cause such undesirable effects. In addition, the use of mana within the astral sea can attract predators.
Sera looked delighted at the prospect of something that thinks it's a predator of her. Right, well, she'll look back at Challa. I believe either the two of us go, or I can go. And if things go south, I can always teleport back here. And if I have to do that, we should leave immediately.
It's like lighting a fire at night.
Yes.
Well, I'm relatively sure that I die if I join you. Perhaps we should put all our eggs in one basket and give you the power here.
I have another question. Prestidigitation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It can warm a cubic foot of non-living material for an hour.
Yeah.
If I were to cast it on clothing that someone was wearing, would it keep the person warm outside in the astral sea?
I can't answer that. You'll have to figure it out.
What sort of clothes is Challa wearing? Just his loincloth like normal?
Wouldn't magic in the astral sea just attract something, though? Like...
I mean, but we're already going to be casting magic in the astral sea. At this point, it's not going to matter. So, I could try to warm up the clothes around you and see if that helps you retain your heat. I don't know if it'll work. But I could try it if you want me to.
Was it he'd freeze to death in an hour or in a minute, Arcadum, or that he'd lose oxygen in a minute?
There's no oxygen isn't the problem.
Okay, okay, it was he would freeze. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The ship went away.
Well, she'll look towards Challa. What is your decision?
What is my what? Sorry, what is my...
Will you be joining me?
Well, I believe that it's likely... I don't believe...
Alright,
Perhaps if Maelie can ensure me, that will keep me warm. But I'd rather just... I trust Maelie, actually. Yes, definitely. He thinks to himself a couple times and he corrects his own mindset. He's willing to escape and leave out with that heated clothing and a couple of sigils. I think it'll work together to keep him warm.
And there you guys go.
Ooh!
Oh!
Oh, this looks so cool!
Ooh, I like this. Ooh! It's perfect.
That's
What?
so sick.
I can't guarantee it, but I mean,
Oh.
I'll do what I can, you know?
I mean, was it like Rizza that was the signature of the factory that made it? Is that the same thing, Arcadum, the RSI, or is that just
No,
something else?
that's something unavoidable.
Okay,
That's
okay,
not
okay,
part
okay.
of it. I was able to find the ship's design though, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it looks sick. Looks sick. I was just trying to connect things that don't connect.
Alrighty. So, who's going outside?
Fear is. She'll look at the
Challa
rest
is.
to see if anyone's coming.
What?
Challa's after being heated for the next hour and applying the correct sigils to himself that he mentioned, keeping his body fire, he is heading out.
Before they leave, Luka would do his classic thing of grabbing the face cheeks of each of the members that are leaving and says, "Please be careful out there," and nods and goes back to his station.
Spear would dodge out of the way, seeing human hands coming out her face.
He would not if he dodges then. And instead puts his hands on her shoulders instead.
Perhaps, Luka, some guidance would be helpful.
Sure. He gives
I'm
them
always-
a squeeze and casts guidance.
I'm always in the
On-
use of a blessing.
He casts guidance on both Sera and Challa.
Yee.
It's concentration.
Yeah, you can only cast on one.
Oh, one. Oh, never mind. All right,
you know
so who needs it more then?
Meta Zahaab. Do you know how bless just bless us?
Bless won't affect
Two.
skill checks.
Yeah.
Bless would affect saving throws if you want to do that, but
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
yes.
Give me some context.
So what do you want?
Bro, I need some saving throws, bro!
Bless me, dude.
Okay, then he blesses. Well, he can't do that. All right.
Yeah, you can.
What do you want? Guidance
You have the spell
or
bless?
bless?
It's bless.
I do have the spell bless.
Yeah.
I do. They're both concentration.
We have no idea what we're about to roll, so it's even this
Okay.
is a gamble. I'm fine if Zahaab has a preference for bless.
So, do you want bless?
Because it can affect both of us.
Sure.
Yeah, it can affect both of you. That's why you want.
Okay. All right, then he'll give
Yep.
both of them bless then instead.
Also, Arcadum, just to clarify, because the ability doesn't. So, cause translocation, you teleport to a creature or object you attacked.
Yeah.
So, does it mean if I attack something now, run outside for an hour, do my thing, can I teleport back then? Or is it within the same turn?
It's the thing that you attacked.
It has to be
It doesn't-
instantaneous.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well-
so if I shoot the ship and I teleport through the ship, can I try and teleport inside the ship?
If you could shoot the arrow inside the ship.
No, but if I shoot the outside, I can teleport within 5 feet. Can the 5 feet be inside the ship?
No, because that'd be crossing a border.
I think you guys are forgetting that TM was also able to summon Effie out of the dream.
But like,
There's a good chance you can use the angel to summon us in.
I mean, he only brought Effie to the outside window, though, which is still the same problem. I don't see why you can't just teleport Challa back with you. You teleported all of us out of Dragon Star.
Seer wouldn't have said that out loud. Yeah, that was just me.
Wasn't sure. Go, man.
Did you just say sorry in Japanese?
Yes.
Gomendasai!
Yo, Mae's been dropping this Japanese every single game. I think it's like a cryptography puzzle. Like if you put them all together, it'll probably say something.
I actually struggle to count in English. I found myself that after living in there for a year, I can only count in Japanese now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. She unlocked the next level. The free range weeb.
All right.
We can move on from that, though.
Alrighty, so everybody goes outside. Or excuse me, not everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody outside die. LOL. Shit. No. Okay. Alright,
Good
so
run.
Sera and Challa will exit.
Yeah.
Will exit the ship, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, as you stand within the airlock, the temperature slowly starts to shift to that of the Astral Sea.
Seer looks more and more comfortable as the temperature drops.
Challa, now warmed with the sigils, is happy and very impervious to the cold.
She'll give Challa a fierce smile. Seer's delighted he's going with her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As the airlock opens, you are lifted up off of your feet and drawn out by an unknown force. Strong, irresistible are the forces and the currents of the Astral Sea. For a brief moment, you feel completely suspended, like you're falling infinitely. But the feeling passes. And as you turn to go about your task, the beauty of what you see before you, actually being within it, overwhelms you. The lights that you see around you are infinite and bright. The possibilities and the stringent colors of the nebula open out before you. The nebulas, like petals of a flower, shift and switch upon each other. In the distance, the very edge of your sight, you can see the great petals rubbing against one another, creating light, creating color, creating the very majesty of all creation. Before you, the rocks teeming with mana float by, undeterred by such majesty. It is time to go about your work. The cold hits you quite suddenly. Your resistances to it, giving you a brief window in which to work, one that is dwindling quickly. So, my next question. You're now outside. How do you get to the rocks?
Are they floating around us?
Past you.
How fast they move? Are we talking like 2 miles an hour or 20?
They're not moving very quickly.
So Challa... So he's never used this part of the Siege Force bow's ability, right? But he... Okay, so the Siege Force bow, one of its abilities is when he shoots with this weapon, he can shoot out into a cone. The inner mechanisms of this bow that he uses and the gears shift and allow it to expand out in a range. He has a net arrow. He has a bunch of them, actually. So the net arrow already expands out into a net to grab onto stuff. What if he uses the net arrow and the Siege Force bow's ability to stretch out together to essentially shoot arrows and collect clusters of these things as bundles. That's what he's thinking right now.
You could certainly try.
I don't think. Can we talk to each other out here? Is it okay to speak?
You can breathe. Yeah.
Do you have any spells that can slow these things down or saturate them in a material such that my net, they're not able to fall past the net, through it or tear it?
As Challa speaks, his voice sounds as if it is echoing all around him.
To him or to both of us?
Like it's as if he's speaking in a cave.
Oh, okay. Sera will still look delighted she feels awed by everything that's happening. The full human half of her is fully out of curiosity. Well, Challa, I could propel us. I can, if you're... I can attach myself to you, and gust of wind is something I can do at will. I can position us on the other side of these rocks and potentially push them towards the airlock.
Oh. Okay. So perhaps we collect them in the bundles and we throw the bundles in the airlock?
Yes.
Okay.
She'll move to wrap her tentacles around the back of him, almost like a helicopter top. She'll do it. She'll move to do it behind him, around his core.
Challa realizes his bow and other things land in the way. He'd adjust his sash, the cloths he's wearing, and everything. The satchels and other things he has on him out of the way, so she can get fully braced as well as him. He lifts his arms up. He gets locked in, like. He T-poses in space, floats for a bit as he lets this thing attach onto him. If any of you have seen that movie Life, it's exactly like that.
She'll brandish Ica and use gust of wind. You like the fire extinguisher and what was that little Disney movie about the robot?
Wally?
Wally. She's gonna use Ica like the fire extinguisher to try to jettison them into position behind some of these mana rocks.
Very fitting of the Astral Sea. It's almost like Challa is this bow-wielding deity, and many tentacle arms extend out from behind him to assist his shots out with this net. It's very trippy.
What are we, Shiva? Is that what that is?
Yeah, dude, he shivers out. He has a Shiva moment, and he goes to shoot the Siege Force bow in the way that we described with the bundling and the wind.
God, what is the name of that? The book of stories?
Giva, something Giva.
Yeah, the Giva, dude.
I remember, that was what Oppenheimer was talking about. I remember the ancient Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita. That's it. All right. Okay, so, oh man. Serala will slowly make their way out towards the stone.
The fusion, dude. We did the fusion dance in space.
I love that name. It's so pretty.
All right.
Serala.
Gusts of winds behind while you fire out a net arrow, which allows you to capture one of the smaller stones. You start to slowly pull the rope, which doesn't pull the stone towards you so much as pulling you towards it and the stone towards you. Until finally you meet in the center.
How big are these stones? How much do they weigh?
The net could capture one of the smaller ones, but even the smallest one is still about twice the size of Sera.
Okay.
Is it big enough to fit in the hatch? That's the big question.
Perhaps.
So this small one? How much bigger than it could we catch that could also fit in the latch? The airlock, sorry.
Not likely to find anything bigger than this that could fit. And this is the smallest of the stones.
Oh, okay, so this is...
I'd like to do an Arcana check on how much mana's in there.
Sure.
Challa uses the cardinal sense.
Oh, shit, I just closed my character sheet.
Fuck.
The
Challa,
cardinal said.
he uses his cardinal sight.
Hold on. Oh, Challa.
Oh no.
In the Astral Sea.
I'm sure it's fine.
Hey, dude, it's my eyes.
There's no.
All right.
It's my eyes.
So, Sera analyzes the geo, trying to figure out just how much mana we found. Challa uses the cardinal sight. And as you gaze around the astral sea, you'll see that the stars begin to kind of fade away. The stones and Sera as well, as you see into the infinity of the astral sea. There are undulating forms that the cardinal sight reveals. Great entities far in the distance that roam throughout this place. You can see the great creatures of the astral sea, numerous, impossibly large, and distant. As you look further, you can see that they take on many forms. They take on many manifestations. And as you look at one, you feel as if something is looking back.
Does Sera sense that Challa's been distracted?
I would say no, because you're studying the mana.
Okay.
As you look closely at the geode of mana, you're able to determine that there is a lot in here, Sera. Probably about 5 points of mana worth.
Ooh, yummy. Anything else before I react?
That's it.
As this happens, Challa reaches down with his other hand and he sorts and pinches Sera, grabbing onto her. If any of you have ever had a head rush and almost fainted, right, and had to grab onto something exactly like that, and he squeezes as tightly as he can. And what he does with his face, though, as he looks at this creature of immense power and trying to not get its enmity against him, he tries to do that thing young guys are really bad at this, where they'll be looking at a hot chick and try and look away, and it's clearly obvious, but he's trying to do that but well. He's trying to just, you know that famous meme of the Sesame Street thing of it's looking and then it turns its eyes? He's just trying to look away and act like he wasn't looking at this thing at all. Tries to avert his gaze.
He's averting?
Yeah,
Sera.
Can I deception check?
Yeah, sure.
Can I deceive this beast? Just to clarify, I am attuned to the Geisha key right now, giving me this +2 in charisma, so I already have it on my sheet. Just to clarify, in case it looks like I'm cheating.
You got him.
He is not.
There's no way he notices.
Sera.
Sera will squeeze him back, feeling full human curiosity is there. She's completely relating to him.
Sera, we must immediately evacuate. A creature I saw with my cardinal sight, allowing me to peer beyond the veil. I looked into the abyss, and it has looked back at me. We're in grave danger.
I understand. Look into the abyss. Let's push this in and leave.
How? He turns with the teleportation arrow.
She'll position them with her Challa anchor. She'll position them behind the mana stone, and she's gonna try to gust of wind all 3 entities towards the open airlock.
All right, you got it.
As this does, I don't want to cast a leveled spell. I don't want to gain its attention. Do I think that Pass Without Trace will have a positive or negative effect? Because the magic will grab attention, but the stealth would help us lose attention.
I can't answer that. We'll have to do it if you want to know.
Sera, do you think magically weaving the shadows would assist us in this moment?
No. Everything
Okay.
here senses magic.
Alrighty.
Gust of wind is such a low amount, but we're already using it.
Challa definitely gets rid of Cardinal Sight. He stops looking at it through this lens. Also, did the Cardinal Sight give him any extra understanding of the Mana Stone?
No. As the Cardinal Sight revealed something far greater than that.
Mm-hmm. He'll try and assess what he's seeing once he's in a more calm place. He can think on it. Until then,
as you press your way back to the Astral Harpy, the airlock opens, activated by Tits McGee, and slowly you push the large stone through the cargo bay door. You get inside, and the door slowly seals shut. It is at this point that you notice a thin layer of frost over your skin. Both of you do. The cold of the astral sea is nothing to play with. But you were quick and efficient, and you have returned to the safety of the ship.
Sera will look at Challa, still full carrying mode. Are you warm?
He's sort of shivering and he's shaking. I don't know if it's the gold or the beast I saw.
She'll use her arms to warm him. You know, like when you rub somebody fiercely to try to warm him up.
Yeah.
He's kind of shaken out of the fear he was in, a deep, rooting one, changing his voice and his behavior. He's like, "Oh, thank you, Sera. I don't want to know. There's so many writhing beasts, shells of life. I couldn't imagine anything like that."
She'll give him a kind smile, but she's zoned out a little bit. She's connecting with Moto and using Moto to communicate to, he's still with everybody in the bridge, that they should leave.
Well then, let's go again.
Post haste.
We should all get going as quickly as possible.
I've let them know.
And then Challa does his best to try and describe the beast that he saw to Sera, thinking that she might know more so what it is, and the rest of the party. But initially to...
Don't tell me it's one of those things that hunted us before when we were on the Twilight Station.
Would I have seen that? One of those things?
I suppose it doesn't matter because Maelie would know what they are because of her access to the memories, or I should say the latent access to the memories of the fading star. The creature that you most likely saw, or the creatures that you most likely saw, were Leviathans.
Of course they were.
Oh.
Leviathans, specifically, are exactly as the name would entail. Great, huge, hungry, evil beasts that seek to consume and destroy. They are the reason why you cannot cross the abyssal ocean on Verum, is because some of the Leviathans have nestled within the oceanic expanses that connect to the astral sea within these worlds. Larger ones still roam the outer planes, devouring all they can.
Answer your question, Seino. Yeah, it's one of those things that chased the first ship when we were leaving the station.
Can we get out of here then, please?
Instead of sitting next to Luka, where she was intending to have a small prank, she'll scoop in right next to Maelie, full excitement in her eyes. Maelie, there's a lot of mana we have.
Uh-huh. Great.
And everything out there, I've never seen anything like it.
It's fun, isn't it?
What a delight.
Mm-hmm. Now you know why I like it so much.
It's peaceful, too. Well, where are we going next?
Away from here, hopefully.
As you place the geode within the cargo bay, Tits McGee will activate the internal automated tools that will begin to carve out the mana and drain it into the systems. It is this one's directive to inform you that the mana has been placed within our reserves. We may jettison the remains of the rock and stone.
Rocket stuff. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. McGee.
Keep any rare earth metals.
Analyzing. Designation incorrect. Earth. Just fucking with you.
Oh.
There are no metals in it. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh.
All right, and so the stone will be jettisoned out of the airlock as you have successfully nom some mana reserves.
Yee, we did it!
Okay, you now have
Good
sufficient
job.
mana reserves to activate the following functions on your ship. Are you guys ready for a ship combat tutorial?
Yes!
Yes.
Oh,
Take me through the commands available.
Alrighty then, listen up.
Wait, is it just combat, or is there other things we can look into?
Is this gonna be like an R-type game?
What?
God.
I asked if there's other options besides.
I'm totally with Roxa. Yeah, I want to take some of that and
Yeah.
shove it into ourselves.
There are other options and lots of other stuff you can do with the mana, but
Okay.
considering that you're trying to survive your journey, Tits
Yeah.
McGee has placed the mana reserves into the defensive and offensive functions of the ship so that it might
Are
be
we able to
survive.
take it out if we need to? Or is it a one-way function?
Well, the energy is used to power those functions, so you can take it out, but the process, I mean, you can, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. All
Not
right.
one way.
Tell
Got it.
us about our defenses.
Well, it's not one way, to be clear. You can put it somewhere else.
A one-way knapsack? Woo! A long race. Yeah, go on.
Anyway,
Can I throw my javelins?
I throw my
Equipped by
javelins.
javelins.
Don't you have like 2,000 javelins?
Okay,
50
not
javelins.
not that much. I have like 50 of them.
Go ahead, Arcadum.
Yeah,
All right,
50.
so the Astral Harpy is a vessel, which is a vehicle. So it does have slightly different rules and statistics, but I can tell you how much it has. First of all, you have a hull health. Your hull points, if you will, are 800. The avoidance class, or AC, of your vessel is 18, which is pretty high.
Is there somewhere we can reference this on the ship itself, or should I write all this down?
I'm writing it down.
I've been writing it down.
It's
Yeah.
on the token,
Oh!
which I will
Oh.
be giving access to people in a moment.
Oh.
Yeah!
There's a reason. There's a reason I made the token. So,
Oh. Okay.
all right. Anyway,
I'm clicking.
Anyway, you have the following features unlocked by the use of your mana. First are your Eldritch Blasters. Second are your Advanced Evasive Maneuvers. And then finally, your Noxus Drive. So, Eldritch Blasters is exactly what it sounds like. We're blasted.
Yo.
Eldritchly. Specifically, this vessel is equipped with 4 Eldritch Blasters. So it fires 4 times whenever it makes the attack action.
Cool.
You have, because this ship is equipped with alternate thrusters and engines from its design, it has access to advanced evasive maneuvers, including, but not limited to, the ability to instantaneously turn around, the ability to bank at a greater than 90-degree angle, and then finally, and this is the important one that's relevant, it can actively dodge. So,
Sick.
We
Next.
can RP dodge.
yes.
Awesome.
And
Wow.
next is the Noxus Drive. So, the Noxus Drive represents what is essentially a boost system for the ship, which grants it the astral version of the ability to dash.
Cool. What's its regular movement speed?
Okay, its regular movement speed is... let's see.
10 feet.
I believe you gave me, it was a unit of measurement. Parsecs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is approximately 8 parsecs per round.
Wow.
Which,
Damn, guys, we flying.
which, for combat purposes, is 8 squares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Because
got
we're
it.
in the astral sea, a 5-foot space is now 1 parsec. which is a 5 foot. It's all relative, but it's essentially in combat it's 5 feet. So that means that for combat purposes, you can move 8 squares in a single turn. Or if you use your Noxus drive to dash, you can go 16 squares, which is a lot.
But each one of these features takes 1 mana to do?
No. The mana that you put into the reserve is powering all of these functions, right?
Okay.
Specifically, it takes 1 mana to fuel the Eldritch Blasters. It takes 2 mana to fuel your advanced evasive maneuvers, and it takes 2 mana to fuel your Noxus drive.
Perfect. Exactly 5.
Yeah, it's like I designed that to happen. Anyway, if you take any of that mana away from its required allotment, then those functions will not work.
How long does the charge for?
The charge lasts until I say it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Essentially, mana that is used in this way doesn't deplete. Like it's not like a fuel source. I don't want you to think of it as a fuel source, right? Because that's not accurate. But it can be disrupted. For example, you can fight an enemy that can attack your mana reserves. And if it hits and deals damage, then you might lose 1 mana, and you have to decide where to lose it from. Do you guys get what I mean?
Evil creature.
Do you guys get what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's destroy it.
Get it.
Yeah, I want to make sure you understand this because it's really important, right? So if you take, there's many different types of damage. You can take damage to the hull, you can take damage to the mana, and you can take damage to your void cut. Right, so you have
Now my void cut.
So you have 3 different reserves.
The manor does the ship's features. Voidka is our fuel for travel.
Yeah, fuel is your overland travel, and very important.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, if your hull points reach 0, the ship becomes disabled and you enter emergency mode. Additional damage, which is your quotations saving throws, can result in your ship being destroyed.
No,
That's not good.
not our harpy.
Yeah. So.
Did we ever find out officially how far away the detour to Greygrum was going to be, since we only really had like 10 points of Voidka to spend to get there?
Oh no, we should be able to reach it since it was a...
You can reach Greygrum and then you can resupply.
Yeah.
Okay. I was meaning more like just to know, so that like if something hits us and takes X number of Voidka away, like can we still reach our destination? 10. It's 10 total. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Don't let the Voidka get hit.
Yeah, don't let it get hit.
All right, that's very important
But
to know.
you can find Voidka, so it's not a big
floating around in the sea.
I'm so excited, you guys.
Me too.
When we get hit, Seino stands
All
up.
right.
I take it.
Another thing to keep in mind, during combat, right, each of you, because you're at your station, will be in charge of different roles that the ship will have to make.
Ooh.
Any type of roll that requires directioning of the ship. Attack rolls can be determined by your other... You can choose if you want to do that. You can also do rolls that deal with evasive maneuvers by someone else. You can also do rolls that deal with using your sensory array, which is somebody else. And the captain can give aid to 1 such roll per round.
Okay.
So during combat scenarios, you guys can decide who wants to roll what.
Cool.
Okay.
Are there any character advantages to different positions?
Not really,
Okay.
because you're using the ship's functions.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I guess there is one that matters, and that's the pilot, but you already have the absolute best person that you have available for that. Hello?
Okay.
That like just
Yeah, sorry.
Everybody got really quiet there for a second.
We're waiting for what happens
waiting.
next.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, in that
So
case.
what happens at the end of the combat walkthrough?
I summon random pointless
Yeah!
fighting. No, I'm
Murder
not
time!
No, there's nothing to fight here. I'm just explaining it, so now you have the functions unlocked.
Got it.
Wait, what did you say?
Wonderful.
That was a 2.
Okay.
Sorry.
Onwards!
All right.
Let's
Now we got
go.
our mana.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, one more thing in case it becomes relevant. If you yourselves fight outside of the ship. There are a couple other rules, and we'll explore them as you get to them, but the rules of combat do differ slightly in the Astral Sea for people.
Okay.
All right,
Got
here
it.
we go.
Zoomies!
We're zooming. Roll for vomit.
All right.
No, Sera's not next to her right now.
All right. The Astral Harpy continues its deviation towards Greygram.
Good.
Get us to those gray guts.
Let's see.
Get me to that evil energy.
Okay, so while he's rolling these D100s, I have everybody's everyone's lottery. Wait, hold up. Okay, 1 sec. So there's a 59, 56
Ma-
actually.
Mine is not in there.
Yeah, 73. Okay, Storm got 73.
Yo!
Storm got 73. Whoa.
Zoom
81.
in.
Oh my god. Storm's the only one who got any numbers, and it was just the 73. That's Storm for one, guys.
Damn.
A roll for con.
This is so pretty.
It is so pretty. I like it. Really nice.
Alrighty.
Really nice.
When you get to this point, you can find yourself flying over a beautiful collection of gas, shining with light from various star patterns. You can see that it reflects in on itself. And as it drifts by, you see something strange. There is a creature playing in the gas.
Oh.
Yo.
Cute.
Yeah. Could you tell us what that creature could be?
It's a fart eater.
I...
Streamer of gas.
What?
It's
My God.
Zahaab's the type of person to throw a lighter out there in all this gas.
through a lighter.
Alrighty, what you see
Yeah, true, actually.
What you see appear to be, well, they appear to be seals with big, adorable snoots and big fins.
Yo.
They
Challa
are
Eldritch blasts them.
They
Challa
are-
Eldritch cannons the fuck out of them.
they are astral manatees, basically.
Astral manatees.
Do you have tokens? I must see them.
I don't have any art for these guys.
No.
I need to add
I could not find space manatees, unfortunately.
Sera would press her face up against the glass and just watch them.
Alright, you will see that they waddle by, playing around in the gas.
She'll wave at them.
Some of them sniff the gas and then sneeze and go flying through the gas somewhere else.
How big are these things? Critical question.
Well,
That is a good question.
the smallest one is about half the size of the ship.
Oh, good.
You will see that as it gets closer, it will start to slowly float towards you, but it doesn't stop until its entire snoot is booped up against the window.
Why is everything so big in the Astral Sea?
Bonk.
So cute. Does it just like wobble the whole ship?
A little bit. And then you'll see
okay.
a big nose start slapping against the window.
Challa immediately looks highly uncomfortable. Just because it's cute doesn't mean it won't kill us.
That's why I rolled.
Is right.
Do
All
I
right.
know what these are?
You will see that Effie inputs some commands, and you will see that something jettisons out the back of the ship. You'll see that the manatee starts to go towards the food that is dropped from the back of the ship. You will hear some other manatees go, wow, wow.
Sera will look down at Flip Switch the translator. What are they saying?
Flip switch. Oh, you want to know what they say? Okay. And he'll kind of jump up. They say, let's see. That one says, this tastes really good. This one says, can I have some? This one says, you broke my heart, Maurice.
No.
Oh dear. They're really
Damn.
going at each other down there.
Damn, Maurice.
All right, you'll see the food gets eaten. The manatee looks very happy, and then it will float T-posing for dominance in front of the astral harpy. Wow. Flip switch will say it wants to thank us. Whoa. It will start ham boning its flipper fins against its stomach. Whoa. It's dancing for us and thanks. Wow. The other
Well, isn't that
manatees start
adorable?
joining in, slapping their stomachs.
Wow.
Alrighty, as they finish slapping their stomachs together, Tits McGee will state, engine reserves increasing. The creatures are gifting us void kit energy. Impressive.
Oh,
Oh,
You have increased your ship's fuel supplies by 15.
How
much?
1-5, you said?
15.
So 15 total, or 7 plus 15?
15 more.
Ooh.
wow.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
To a juicy 25. Maelie tips her hat at the little manatees.
Whoa.
Luka waves at them
You
with
already
a big
was worried
smile.
about like nature when you're not supposed to feed the animals because then they get used to it. But I'm like, whoa.
All right,
Sorry,
and as
but-
they finish their little dance, one of the manatees from below will swim up to the other ones and slap him in the face.
Oh,
No.
Maurice!
And then all of them will descend down into the gassy clouds, continuing their whatever the hell they do.
Their ways as they go.
Oh, cute.
At least not all
Whoa.
the creatures in the astral sea are dangerous.
Alrighty.
I mean, they could still be dangerous.
Oh yes, there's a lot of danger here.
Mess up the ship.
Besides
And
the
so your journey
manatees.
continues. Highway
Oh,
to
one second, one
second.
the danger
Okay,
zone.
Okay, Storm got 69.
2 for 2.
She got 69. Who else got 60? I got 69. Yay. 39.
All right. Unfortunately, Effie takes a wrong turn at the manatees and ends up somewhere else.
Unlucky rolls.
Whoa.
Cyril frowned down at her console, thinking she had assisted, but she was actually the one who got her distracted.
As
Well, let's see, man.
Effie turns the vessel out of the gassy clouds, leaving it behind, continuing towards the navigational array's indication of the direction of Greygroom, you will come upon quite a solemn sight. You will see a destroyed vessel floating in the astral sea. It is unclear how long it's been here, nor even if there's any survivors. Just simply a floating mess of metal, stone, and latent mana.
TM, scan for sigil.
Initiating
Alrighty.
scan. There seems to be a slight presence of Voidka energy. A possibility of fuel could be salvaged from this wreck. Any of y'all want to go scrapping?
Scanned for she's looking for a signature, like who this vessel belonged to.
Oh. Scans do not indicate owner of vessel. Logs seem to have been lost.
She'll study the pieces The
No
only
black
thing
box?
she would recognize would be anything Teledonic. Does it look Teledonic in nature?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Also, there are no signs of life, Storm.
I feel like this would just extend the risk that we don't need to take right now.
We did just get more fuel. Do we need a little bit more? Do we want to risk that?
We have enough to reach Greygroom, pending any mishaps.
Luka nods.
Can we tell how much, like the scan, does it tell how much Voika is in there? Or just that it's there?
Just that it's there.
Okay.
So this is a bit of a long shot, but through the lenses of the ship's apertures and other things, can Challa try and assess if there's any spare parts and things like that amongst the Voidka
Sure.
that could potentially add to the ship and things in the future?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Perception check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any paint where we can paint our ride?
All right, Challa. As you take a closer look, trying to find if there's any parts that could be usable for the ship, you discover something else than what you were looking for. The parts of the ship listed here don't make any sense. They all seem to, well, be parts of a ship, but not any that would ever fit together. Some of the pieces are completely different than a ship of the make and design would even call for.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it almost seems randomized and haphazard. The pieces that are attached are pieces that don't make any sense to have gone together on this ship in its original construction anyway. Yes, there is a lot of damage to the pieces, but the way they're connected is if they were intended to connect that way, and that doesn't make any sense at all.
So it's not like a monster has just been consuming ships and throwing parts here. Somebody's clearly been connecting the parts in some way. There's some intent.
Yeah, it looks like it's been designed to be this way, or something along that line, yes.
Oh, does Chella get any sense that it might be a trap?
Make me an investigation check at advantage.
I'll tie this into something Chella says to Maelie. In the times that you've explored the Astral Sea in your past life, is there any bait people lay out for this? I'm familiar sometimes in Galkadesh there was this trick that people would play on couriers where they leave a barrier in the road such that one leaves the safety of their cart and goes to investigate, and they are assaulted by bandits. Is there some such thing in the Astral?
Wouldn't put it past them. I mean, happens in tombs too, right? Like they'll put some treasure down a path that's obviously trapped, you know?
In which case,
do you think this is one of those things?
In which case, he points outside and says, "I think this is definitely not that. I think we should go out and investigate this by our hand."
You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage?
You do have advantage.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
With a 12, Challa, yeah, there's something definitely off here. Something.
Here's humanity. Oh, go ahead.
Something is you can't quite put your finger on what it is, but there's something definitely wrong.
It feels as if we've somehow flown into something like a dangerous zone.
And let us not waste time.
Fold away, almost like a mask, and the face tattoo will start to glow brighter again. Is something trying to trap us? Perhaps we should trap it.
Why waste time? Just mark it on the map.
Chella smiles. It's not always about time. Sometimes it's about sending a message.
Most things in the Astral Sea are bigger and stronger than us. I don't know that we want to send that message right this very minute.
And trust me, Maelie, I have seen many such things. But I think it's a tad tempting to look into the eye of the beast with another cardinal sight and see what is laying amongst this waste.
I don't think that's a risk we need to take at the moment. I feel like we are fine pushing forward instead of taking this risk, which could end our existence very quickly if something goes wrong.
We'll fight if it comes to us, but if we're just going out looking for fights, it's not the best plan.
Who said
I
he doesn't
agree.
already know we're here?
I guess you're right.
Your smile towards Challa. Why
Challa
not look
gives-
in the abyss again?
Chilla turns to her, begrudgingly feeling the fact that she's twisting the knife in his mischievous side. Perhaps they are right. What could be here to gather or give us any such benefit? Bailey, please, before we do leave, could you take a look for yourself, knowing what you know about the Astral? Perhaps
Sure.
that'll change your mind. And he'll point out the regions that he thinks is interesting, what he's gathered from his investigation and perception so far.
Investigation with a advantage.
Okay.
Alrighty. It's at this point that you notice something quite alarming, Maelie. You notice that Challa's original suspicion definitely seems to hold some weight. And the reason for that is because those pieces of broken and discarded ship parts are not real. They are illusionary.
Oh.
Not
Oh.
but lights. And slowly, you start to look down, following the emanations of this, of these false lights, and you see just barely, invisible, drifting through the astral sea, the form of a great creature. And slowly, you realize the truth as to what it is.
It's a butthole. I'm sorry.
No, it is an astral anglerfish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight.
A wrangler fish?
An angler. Specifically, it is a lesser leviathan, but
Uh-huh.
Do all of us see it at this point, or only
only
Maelie?
Maelie.
Yeah, no, we're not looking, we're not touching. And Effie, try not to nudge any of the debris as you back up, because it's all kind of connected. And I hope it's not too late, but we want to leave now.
What's
Okay.
that, Maelie?
It's basically a baby leviathan, guys.
Oh.
But it lures
Oh.
people in with it's all an illusion. You can't see it.
Sera will smush her face up against the glass again.
Luka
I say
will
we-
look too.
After pointing it out, you can see it.
Yeah,
Jealous-
I think we should leave.
Jello's developed something of an astral twitch when he sees these creatures from his lost cardinal sight. He does get freaked out, and you see his legs start twitching in the way that it originally did when he was left out into the into space. We
Sera will
should leave.
scowl at an opportunity loss, but she does understand that's probably bigger than she is.
Alrighty. The party decides to not fall for the bait and flies away.
We could.
No, we did not die.
Ooh, high roll.
To the danger zone. All right.
Oh wait one sec. Oh no, I gotta. So the 26.
Up ahead, you can see yet another ring of asteroids, all glowing brightly.
Yummy.
Ooh.
However, they do not appear to be floating listlessly. They float in a very peculiar pattern, almost as if they formed some kind of circle. Upon closer look, just on the other side of the circle, you can see the outline of a silhouette of a planet. But on the other side, you don't see anything. Almost like the ring of rocks is a window. I must go to the bathroom
invisible?
real quick. I'll be right back. Bathroom real quick.
Oh, pee break.
I also have to pee. I'll be back.
Pee break.
Is that their Grey Group?
So it's kind of like invisible, and these asteroids are kind of reflecting so they can actually see it, if I'm understanding correctly. I
I'm wondering
guess
if it's
I
like-
am.
It might
sorry,
be
I didn't-
a wormhole that leads to the next flower.
Maybe.
Can you roll me a Arcana check to understand that? Howdy.
Oh,
Can you?
okay.
What do y'all mean? What in tarnation? This is space. Do y'all not know what's happening?
Roll a con save to see if he gets really nauseous.
Yeehaw, y'all traveling around space like a Tasmanian devil.
your group of I don't know, I forget if they were bandits or if they were just other explorers hiding out in the labyrinth, but they were all kind of country and it made me very happy.
I'm glad that
13.
was solid. I'm glad.
Well, are you sick, Luka?
Last time he rolled a 13 and he didn't vomit, so I think he's okay.
Hey, good job.
He's keeping it in so far.
So thanks for the support, Essie, and for everybody in chat. Just so you know, you can prime sub to Arcadum as we pass the prime meridian of this planet. If you click that funny little quirky purple button,
I'm
it'll
back.
pop up. If you click that funny little quirky purple button, it'll give you many options. Click sub with prime.
Are we
It'll
acquiring money?
It'll turn
We don't know
it'll turn that purple color blue, and you'll be a cooler person. Say that the color is blue already and you're already subbed. Click 50 gifted subs and go steal your mom's credit card.
Oh gosh, no.
Come back
Please don't.
and input the data.
Rob the banks.
No.
Oh,
the
the banks.
I need you. If you're in America, you can go down to Walmart and get a handy dandy gun.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Oh my
steal it
God.
X,
and just go for.
X. Stop.
Okay. Okay.
Too far.
Too far. Actually, don't do that. That was a joke. This is all sarcasm. I am sorry.
Satire. There's all
Satire. It's all satire. It's all satire. You shouldn't commit crimes, and if you commit crimes because people on the internet told you to, you deserve to be in jail, and not me.
Stay in school.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Meanwhile, their school is, they're like, yeah, I am staying in school. It's Hustlers University.
I remember the first time I saw their t-shirt on the back was just, relax. It's just sex.
What t-shirt? What was on the front?
Hustlers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fuck uni.
Why? Dude, uni's lit, dude.
Nah, uni sucks ass.
Dude, dude,
Uni
there's
was
just
so
summons.
boring.
It just summons the babes, dude.
Oh God.
Okay, to be fair, I shouldn't push it off on uni sucks. It's just it's just a skill issue in my part.
You're terrible at academics.
Yes.
Very good.
I'm terrible at turning in papers.
Mine was just filled with a bunch of football bros. It sucked.
Oh, we
it was
don't
so
have those at
boring.
least. I mean, I study computer science, so they don't get near me.
Bruh.
I'm
Ooh,
like,
like, it was also like the fact that we're one of the most underfunded departments of all of the college. So it's just like,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
of course, all the money is going to the law school and the business and football. So Fuck the art kids.
It's so funny at my uni. Like, I have been there so much that I can, since my uni offers like multiple like different like paths you can take, like law school and all that shit, and finances. I can walk over like the campus, and when I see groups of people, I immediately know what kind of path they took. Like, like those are in law school for sure, and then
The art kids, Rox's crowd.
the medicine kids, and all that.
How many
stuff.
years left do you have, Rainzz?
Well, if I continue the path that I'm going right now, I probably
Never.
have like 4 years.
Yeah, I'm surprised you aren't nerding out like I am with the console that was available.
Oh, I'm nerding out. I'm just bad at doing the stuff that I'm supposed to do. Because I'm good at doing stuff like on the spot, like right before I need it. But I'm bad at doing it consistently. And since it because in my at my uni, in my classes, I get papers every week for every class that I take. And I have to get half the points.
Why does an engineering program have you writing papers?
Because it sucks. So we get like papers with like exercises on them for the specific things we got taught in the lectures.
So
And
homework?
I have to get half the points of the homework to get my exam acceptance. And
So you have to be able to show your aptitude.
Yes.
And you don't like showing your aptitude.
Exactly.
I see. So okay, let's move on.
All right, I'm here. Let's do this. So, as I was saying, it seems to be somewhat like a window through a circle of rocks. And on the other side, you can see the shadow of a planet, but you cannot see it on the outside of the window. The arcane casters among you recognize it for what it is. A portal.
Ooh, I can do key master stuff?
Indeed.
Oh.
Oh my god!
This is your wheelhouse.
Hey.
Yee.
Roll Arcana.
Sorry, let me put my Sera hat back on. I'm too excited.
Oh, that's 20.
Nice.
All right. What you see ahead of you is, it could only be described as a tear in reality, but done so with a very distinct purpose in mind. This ring simply floats into the singular point into space, into the astral sea from one side to the other. However, even with that impressive roll, you don't know where it goes. It could go anywhere. But
It's a wormhole?
it is. But working with Tits McGee, you're able to determine that the ring can be adjusted. Meaning that if Effie rolls well enough, or you can roll well enough with your own assistance, you will be able to adjust the ring to maybe get you closer to your destination. However, failure means that the ring can either go to the wrong destination or be turned off.
Does turn off mean smush us, or we just kind of
It just
it
disabled.
fails? Oh, okay. Sarah would have shared all of this. Sorry, let me pack my own emotion away, but she would have shared all of that in more of her stoic voice.
Maelie kind of gives a smirk, seeing how excited Sera's getting at all of this astral sea travel. She's liking having something that she's better at.
Well, Luka turns to Sera. How confident are you in possibly being able to get us there faster?
Very.
He looks at Effie. Think this is a viable thing we should do? Effie?
Effie will look at you with her glasses slowly moving down her nose and says, "Honey, please." Gamba!
I was waiting for it. I saw it in the chat. I was like, please. My God.
By the way, she programmed the Tits McGee to say that. That's why I said it with the thing. Because Effie is too cool to respond to you in person. She'll send you a text, which will then be read off.
My God.
Look, I'm trying to capture her spirit, guys. All right, she's
bouncing on her. She's bouncing on her toes a little bit, at her excitement. But
What toes? What toes?
Yeah, what toes?
What toes?
You have no toes! No!
She's bouncing on her suckers a little bit. She's so excited.
No, she does like the up and down, like the weird, not kind of like in Betty Boop. Whenever you see the characters go up and down, I just see her doing that with her tentacles, like in a weird fluid motion. If you know what I mean.
No toes. Insert Megamind.
She's continuing her new pattern of waiting for everyone else to agree.
I mean, if you're confident in it, I have no problem with it.
She chortles over to Moto that they would ask her on her own confidence. I am arrogance. Wow.
Moto's too busy looking at this sick portal.
I'll stab you all in.
Make your move.
Before you do, Luka comes up to her and touches her shoulder and gives her guidance.
Sera does a weird. She's kind of all over the place with her excitement. She'll instead just grab Luka's hand and hold it.
Oh. Well, he feels kind of locked in there now, so he's helplessly locked in her hands, her grip.
Holding hands? Holding tentacles?
Oh, did he?
Squish.
But yeah.
Squish.
He's blushing, remembering the times that he was taught in
Oh
her...
my God, we're just holding hands!
Oh, I'm sorry, you've activated the cutscene.
No! Escape!
Oh my God. Let me skip.
She'll lock eyes with Effie too, and also give a nod as she starts to open herself up to channel her wizarding.
You know what that reminds me of? It's like when you're playing a game and the button to talk to an NPC is the same button as to pick up something.
Interacting.
And you're trying to pick up the fucking magic sword and you accidentally click on your companion like, hey, how's it going? Like, no, fuck, shut up!
Oh my God. And then it triggers a quest.
Yeah, and then like, oh my God. A new hand touches the beacon.
Because Luka will awkwardly stand there since he's captive now.
All right,
He's
you
not
are
going
being
anywhere.
guided. So, Effie will turn the ship towards the ring, and, well, essentially, the two of you working together can try to adjust the strange ring of stones.
Yeah.
So go ahead
Do
and
that.
make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is it a 1d4 from guidance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I put an S in there. Excuse me. 27.
Oh,
Ooh, that's good.
It's almost like the nat 20 before.
Yeah. Almost nat 20. Dirty
Alrighty.
nat 20.
You start to adjust the various navigational arrays. Effie will slowly turn the ship while the positions on the circle change. However, moments before it shifts to the correct place, which is Greydrum, Maelie, make me a perception check.
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
Don't.
Oh, nope.
Uh-oh!
Never mind.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure there's nothing.
Nothing to worry about.
Correction.
Alrighty then. as you turn towards the circle and slowly begin to drift through. Suddenly, everyone lurches forward as the vessel is struck from behind and sent.
No!
It is sent hurtling through the portal. And and as it is sent hurtling, you turn and are able to. Effie is able to re-stabilize the ship, and you see what hit you, and you wish that you hadn't.
Show us, show us.
Isn't that dumb little astral angler?
Isn't that angler? And he come after us.
I feel like it's not the angler. I don't know about you.
I hope it's not that Leviathan that we first encountered.
I feel like it's a big deal.
Hey, is there,
Heard you was talking shit.
on that D100 table, right? Is there any chance that while we're traveling through the Astral Sea, we can just catch like the Gamble Black like grocery shopping?
On his off day.
You can encounter other realms that are owned by deities and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
That was my first question. Second question, Challa is very scared.
That's a question.
That's not a
What
question.
hit us? I wanna know. I wanna know.
Can you show me?
Wait, would they go flying? Because Luka's not in his chair, but I guess if Sera's like planted on the ground, he wouldn't go flying since he's like holding her hand or his hand.
Embrace.
Okay. The astral harpy moves to the other side of the ring, which transports us to a new map.
Ooh.
Challa shouts out to Effie, and everyone can hear this. Is there any chance we can get to teleport somewhere else and we end up on the other side safe? Is there any evasive maneuver you can do inside the portal?
I mean, we don't even see the enemy.
I'm trying to keep this up, man. Maybe?
Give him time.
Do a barrel roll.
Effie's just like, baby, I'm funny.
Barrel roll.
Do a barulalo. It is quite a lot to do a barrel roll, my friend.
Can you show me the
Alrighty.
Leviathan?
Here we go. I got 2 tickets of paradise. Boom. Let me know when you're loaded.
One of them is for the Leviathan.
Ooh, this one was faster.
Love it.
Yo. Oh, that's
my
pretty.
God. I love the chained crystal, dude.
That's the ring, you guys.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Is what was behind us going to be revealed?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
just waiting
okay,
for everybody to
okay.
load.
Okay, just making sure it wasn't lost.
All right.
I wanted to know.
I'm
This
loaded.
is you guys.
Yeah,
Trying
yeah.
it out. And behind you see this.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's sick though.
Look, it's my buddy.
Ooh.
All right, you see about 200 of those.
Oh.
Excellent. My
big
people
are
have
they?
arrived.
Are they manatee sized?
No.
Are they
they
your
bigger?
cousins?
They're small. No, it's a swarm of these things, so they're small.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
okay.
Are they Seino? Okay, are they person sized? Give me a percentage of how big they are compared to the ship.
They're about half the size of Sera.
Oh.
Oh, so they're like 3 feet tall?
Yeah, they're like
So they're bigger than me.
they're
3 feet tall, 110 pounds?
somewhat like that. Yeah.
Pussies. Let's destroy them.
There's a swarm of them. No.
Destroy them.
Sera, this ain't the time for a family reunion.
Ooh.
Don't they look delicious?
Ah!
Oh.
Alrighty, guys. As you move through to the other side of the ring, the time has come. The walrus said.
Yes, turn us around, laser. So sorry, guys. I'm so excited.
All right.
My God.
Yeah, has anybody else
Is it
completely
worth it to
figured out how
use
to fight in the
resources
ship?
to fight them though? Like,
Well,
I want to exit the ship and net them. I want to net them and bring them in.
Eat them!
It's the
Oh, how
first
cool.
astral combat I think I've ever witnessed.
Here we
in
go.
all the
Walk us
game.
through.
Yeah.
Walk us through.
All right, listen up. It is now time for some astral combat. Let's go, dude.
Let's get it.
All right, first things first, each person needs to decide what role that they will be on. Effie is the pilot, so she will handle movement, and since she is not here, I will do that on her behalf. Sera, as acting captain, is able to provide aid, which is advantage to 1 roll per round. You need to decide who amongst you will handle defensive and offensive maneuvers. I will
Can
tell
I
you.
have the offensive?
I will tell you that you can have more than 1 person on it. I will also tell you that Maelie, as you are the fading star, you have a +1 to attack rolls when using the offensive capabilities of the Astral Harpy.
Oh.
Fear pulls out her shark smile right towards Maelie, and will point towards the cannons. All yours, baby.
Maelie straightens her hat and sits at the cannon.
Let's fucking
Landing
go,
on the
dude.
battlefield. Look at that.
I go defense.
Is there any place I can sit on the ship to get like a good view to just get like perception checks and point out stuff that's coming out from
Yeah,
around
the
us?
navigational array.
Okay, he will sit there and try and spam martial checks.
Alrighty. Any defensive sitters?
Seino.
Seino? Alright, there's more room for defense and offense. Any sitters?
We need Irha. Crow, what do you want to do?
Ira can be. Oh, what does Ira want to be?
I don't know. Just pick something for me.
Alright, Irha being a warrior and also
Yes.
making Maelie blush will sit next to her.
Yeah.
Is it good
For a
concentration?
brief moment, Chadra will appear again. We'll take them on together.
Oh.
Oh,
Maylie's cheeks go a little red as she nods.
Oh my god.
What a
You
man.
My God.
Where did that come from? Alrighty. Luka, do you sit yourself down at the defensive seat? Next to...
sure.
All
if
right.
it's not taken.
Oh, there's 2 for the offense and defense.
Oh, I thought both of them were both taken for
No,
offensive.
Challa's navigation. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, he would take defense then.
Alright, let's do it. Everybody has their roles. So,
Oh.
time to rock. First up, we will do repositioning. Effie will bring the ship round to best.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry, I do.
Okay.
Alright,
That's good.
the Astral Harpy will berth, it will turn itself around, and prepare to unleash hell upon the spawn swarm. Alrighty, offensive roles. Time to activate those Eldritch Blasters.
Yeah.
When do I decide who to assist?
You basically can assist at any point, but you can only assist 1 roll.
She would go for offense.
Okay?
Sera's feeling it. She wants to destroy them.
Alright, Irha, Maelie, roll a d20 plus 10 with advantage.
Does that include my +1?
That's including the +1 because you're at the controls.
Okay.
I don't know how do I do that?
You just
Here, I'll type it for you.
Well, or you could go to the bottom right, and there's that little D20, and then you just click +10, and I like to copy paste it if it's going to be the same number.
Yeah, and there's a tiny thing that says ADV for advantage. And you just
Yeah, I just realized. How do you put that into the command?
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know you
I-
could do that.
Yeah, I never tried that.
I'm going to try it.
You just
Let's see
add
if it works.
AD after the +10, or do you space it?
Did that work?
you don't put a space in between, no.
that worked.
And yes, that worked.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
What the heck?
Yeah, just on the bottom right, you just click the D20,
Yeah.
and then you go +10, and then hit advantage, and then roll.
If you look at embedded chat, that's the command, but without parentheses. Hey, but you did
There
it.
we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
18.
Oh.
you.
Russia!
Alrighty. You fire off your Eldritch Blasters. 27 points of damage.
Sera lets out a hissing cackle.
Alright, several of the blasts will strike the creatures in the swarm, eviscerating them, exploding them, cutting them in twain. Next is the defensive maneuvers. Would you like to set up for defense?
Well, I take defense. It's the same roll.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is how this works. You can choose either to reposition, You can choose either to turn the ship around, or you could choose either to simply barrel roll, which is...
Barrel roll! Barrel roll! Let's do that.
That is Seino takes barrel roll.
All right, d20 plus 9.
For both of us, right?
Yep.
D20 plus 9.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Wait. No.
Roll D20 plus 9?
Do we
Yep.
have to brace ourselves?
9? Okay.
Oh, without advantage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Without advantage.
There we go.
Oh, God.
Okay. The ship starts to bank hard. The outward thrusters begin to shift its position as it whirls into a circular pattern.
Is that the sound of a horse in the track?
Yeah.
Yes. It's great.
That's the heartbeat.
After that barrel
While it was barrel rolling.
The horse is
after
my
that
favorite
barrel
instrument.
roll-
It's the crack horse,
Alrighty.
actually,
Next
running
up.
around.
Next up, you can make a martial check now.
Sorry, I cut off Roxa saying something.
Oh, I was just gonna say that for flavor, after that barrel roll, that Luka would feel more sick.
Oh, God.
No, not the distraction.
So as Jello's trying to marshal these creatures, again, he's really focused on the biology and trying to tap into that, trying to become a space ranger, trying to level up his knowledge and stuff, knowing he's going to be out for a long time. Particularly, he's looking for abnormalities amongst the swarm, ones that were born different, mutations, things like that, relaying it back to his interest in quirk. It's a plus 10, right?
Plus 9.
Okay. Well,
Damn.
Alrighty. With a 26, this is what you're able to determine, Challa. As you study the creatures carefully, you recognize them for what they are. They are a swarm of the spawn of Leviathans. This is simply a swarm of what is essentially Leviathan children trying to rip your ship apart and feast on the tasty treats inside.
So okay, and none of them are like have some sort of special traits, or does
Essentially-
this mean that how old are they? Like, was it just Leviathan breeding season? Do they have a breeding season?
You have no idea, but you don't think it was recent. For the purposes of combat, they have to make melee contact with the ship in order to damage it. They have no ranged capabilities.
Oh, okay, that's big to know.
Aha.
Okay, fantastic. If there's
Alrighty.
nothing else we can gather, keep it going. Yeah, Challa understood.
Alrighty. The spawn will try to quicken their pace. Effie will respond. Maintaining distance, the swarm gets closer but is not able to make contact with the ship. The swarm will attempt to evade your fire.
So do we have to beat that on our roll to hit now?
Negative.
Oh.
It gets a evasive bonus to its AC.
Ah, okay.
Alright, same thing.
All right.
Effie will
Sera will
maintain
lean in.
distance.
Hollow them out.
Alright. Roll me them blasters. At advantage.
At advantage.
Yeah.
You can just roll again, Irha.
Woo!
Nice.
Ooh.
Bring me their souls.
God.
My
Ooh.
God.
Wait, what?
Absolutely abysmal roll.
Maelie looked really excited to be blasting them and then a little bit less excited.
Like one of those like theme park shooter games where you've got like the guns and you're just like shooting and it's just like ah.
Basically. Alrighty. Defensive actions, maintain the same.
We could try to evade them if they attack, but do you want to, like, what are you thinking? We could try to gain more distance, but it might be harder to shoot them from a greater distance. I mean,
I feel like gaining more distance is better, so they have like less chance to get in range of us. Because when they hit, they take our mana in some parts, so that would be bad.
Okay.
So we could either barrel roll or gain distance. Either one is fine for me.
Well, if we barrel roll, I can't guarantee I won't vomit on you, but I can at least guarantee that getting out, hopefully, will give us some distance. So we can do that.
All right, gain some distance.
All right, maintain then. All right, make me another martial check. Challa?
Oh, okay. Apologies. Challa, yeah, he'll look at them. He's trying to assess. Particularly, is there anything around that will try and pick off the dead bodies of these things that we should worry about? Like, are we killing the bait for a larger creature?
As you analyze the area around you, you don't really see anything on the device, on any of the instruments. You do, however, detect that there is something in the swarm that is setting off your readouts. Something quite interesting. A focal point of mana in the center of the swarm.
He hesitates to use Cardinal Sight, especially in this current state. But he shouts out to the rest of his party. Exactly what he says. There's a central axis of mana emanating from them as he passes his turn.
All right, this reveals that the creature has a weak point.
Oh, the swarms.
Attempting to gauge distance. Effie's response. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Good.
Swarm begins to gain. Very close. Not quite a melee distance yet, but able to run you down next round. The creature will attempt to defend itself. Failing to do so. Astral Harpy. All right.
They're starting to ooze some visible corruption at this point. She's so into destroying these things.
Okay.
With advantage again?
Yeah, she's all in on defense still. Or, offense still.
Fire away.
Oh, it's 7! Oh no!
That's a 17.
It's a 17.
Okay.
10.
The plus 10. Yeah. Okay.
28. All right, that is high enough to hit its weak point.
Yeah!
Eee.
You see a little sparkle of starlight in Maelie's eyes.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
She's blood
Damn.
hungry, oh my god.
Because it's so
God.
close, are we able to visually see this mana spot?
The centerpiece is there seems to be a large, almost ovoid egg-looking thing being held by several of the creatures in the center of the swarm.
That's gross.
My God.
That is what we want.
Time to crack an egg.
All right,
No, I feel
defensive
like-
maneuvers.
Sarah wants
Aw,
to eat
we're
it.
going to
That is absolutely what she wants to do.
Yeah, barrel. They're way too
Barrel.
close.
Cosmic horror.
Luka
breakfast.
gulps deeply and makes the maneuvers to do that. Oh, hold up.
Whoa.
Roll D20 plus 9.
Can the ship use a sword?
And again.
It should be used as what?
A sword.
You can ram it if you
Ramming
want.
speed!
All right, continuing their defensive maneuvers, they begin to jettison their way outside of the swarm's reach. So as long as Effie can maintain distance, hopefully they won't have to get a roll, but we'll see. Attempting to catch up.
Do I get to marshal it?
Oh yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I hit the. I asked sadly because I actually rolled it, so it's 22. He tries to assess that egg and what's going on with it. Why do they want to protect it? And is there any way we can salvage it from this combat?
So the egg seems to be a focal point of mana, and it seems to be a birthing pod from which the spawn emanate out of. Disgustingly enough, Challa, you think that is the egg that was laid by the Leviathans, and they are still being birthed as they hunt and chase prey.
Oh, that's amazing. Challa takes that in. It's amazing. He jots that down, trying to understand the biology of what's out here, and he shouts that out to the party. And he's like, "I'm assuming Sera wants us to avoid it."
Bring it to me. How big is this egg? Like 20 feet tall?
It's about the size of the same rock that you guys brought in.
Yum. Give me that.
You just hear Irha say, "I'm a little concerned about your food preferences."
And wouldn't it spawn the creatures inside the ship?
I will
Okay.
consume them.
No.
Luka and Seino, make me some defensive rolls. D20 plus
Let's
9.
go!
Time to
D20 plus
shine.
9.
Keep them back.
Oh, the 21.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are able to get the evasion bonus.
Twinsies.
Rolling to attack.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's high.
That's really
Unfortunately,
high.
unfortunately, despite your defensive maneuvers, the swarm is upon you. The ship takes 21 points of hull damage. But, unfortunately, now the swarm is starting to crawl all over the ship and at the cargo bay attempting to board.
Oh.
So,
That's
at
not
this
good.
point, you will now be taking damage directly to your mana reserves. Specifically, if your mana reserves are reduced to 0, your ship is disabled and the swarm will enter.
I have questions.
Yes.
Can we clash?
Negative.
Okay.
Can we spin the
question-
ship in such a way to
Yes,
throw the
there
creatures
are
off?
options to get rid of them. Don't worry. You can still get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to roll. So, first...
Question 2, because
Yeah.
it's so close to us. Is there a... So when we're aiming these guns, where it's... I'm picturing like all the FPS games we ever play. They're right there. So is it easier to aim them?
The problem isn't whether or not it's easy to aim them, it's being able to hit them because the swarm is not a singular entity. It spreads
Okay.
out. So, yes
but can
and
we
no.
focus fire on that egg?
No, because the creatures are intelligent and don't put it in the way of the
Okay.
guns.
Okay. So it's not stagnant. Got it.
Yeah. Anyway, that is the movement. Not super good. Okay. At this point, it is wise to put your advantage into defense and use the quick turnaround to leave some more distance behind these creatures. You need to get them off of you. So, defensive maneuvers is my suggestion.
What?
So, would that
help,
take... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
help me understand the difference between defense maneuvers and what the pilot's doing.
So the pilot controls movement, meaning, for example, the Noxus drive can be activated, which I just got the question from Storm, can be activated by the pilot, which will leave the creatures behind. But there are some still attached to you. So the defensive maneuvers means that you're moving the ship in a defensive way, right? So that means turning the ship, activating the side thrusters, activating the outer shields in order to propulse these creatures off of you.
So the Nox drive is if we want to flee combat.
You can use it just to put distance between you and the creatures.
Oh, okay.
It's the dash action, essentially.
I suppose I
mean-
don't understand why we wouldn't want to do that, like all the time.
Well, because if you do that, then you start to deplete the drive. The drive has limited number of uses.
Ah. Okay. How many?
I believe the Noxus drives can be used 3 during combat.
Ooh. Storm's in chat, right?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah. I think it's a good opportunity. I think it's her decision if she wanted to use one of those charges here.
Interesting.
So, other question. Can we move? Is it only like 2 slots for defense and 2 slots for offensive, or is it just like infinite? Like, it doesn't matter.
I think you said two spots.
There's 2 spots
For-
for
Just
offense,
2
2
spots.
spots for
Yeah.
defense. Yeah.
Okay. Just so I didn't misunderstand.
All
Okay,
right.
got it.
StormEdge wants to use the Noxus drive.
Yeah!
All right.
8 more parsec!
16.
Ah.
Zoop. Sera would also blow out a breath. She, her intelligence is higher than her bloodlust at this point. She will recalibrate and lean towards Luka and Seino. See if we can shake these off.
Right behind you.
All right, roll them.
Oh,
Wait, we roll first?
Yep, this
defense, yeah.
Okay. D20
Let's
plus
see what I-
9 and advantage, right?
9 advantage. Oh god. Roll. Wow.
There's no way. Oh, you got the plus 9. You forgot it.
Oh, wait, did I?
So it's a
Oh.
22.
Oh, 22. My bad.
All
I thought
right.
I clicked it in there.
The astral harpy starts to spin. Creatures go flying off of its hull. Effie turns the ship back around. Offense. Fire away.
Ooh, very good, very good.
Oh shit. That's high enough to hit its weak point.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Time for those 8d10, bro. Oh,
Oh
horrible.
my god.
Oh.
Sera reaches out a tentacle and pats Irha on the shoulder. Excellent shot.
Alright, Challa.
How much reach
Martial
has
check.
she got?
Huge. She's got tentacles.
Challa's trying to understand ways to get them to throw them all off. Perhaps they could capture one. He's too dumb.
Unfortunately, he doesn't know how to capture them. Alright.
Bro, just Captain
The
Picard and
swarm,
Sera.
seeing that how injured it is,
No!
begins to turn. And
Don't let
return
it
from
escape.
whence it came.
Are we able
Perfectly
to do something?
ended with the music.
Oh, there's still a few stuck on the ship.
You can try to salvage the ones that have been blown to bits,
Sera absolutely wants them.
My god.
but it goes back through the portal to the other side.
No!
Ah!
She'll let out a disappointed hiss. Our prey.
Maybe next time, Sera.
Okay.
Nice job. And he gives a thumbs up to Sera.
Seino will like lean back and he's like, oh my god.
That's more like it. That's what I like about traveling.
I'm so glad that's over. And then he feels something
Luka,
lurch
you
up
okay?
in his
Yeah.
Sera
Oh,
will reach
I
over.
know.
She'll wrap a tentacle around his mouth.
All right.
does he throw up though?
All right. As you wrap your tentacle around your mouth, Luka will blow vomit out of his nostril and just. Oh god, it's spraying everywhere.
Sera
It's
will
his
bend
tea.
down over, like the Spider-Man kiss. She'll bend down over so her face is upside down in front of his, and she'll open mouth, cast prestidigitation, and clean it all up.
I thought open
Does it
mouth
get all over
catch it.
Seino? Because he's
Oh
right next to
god.
him.
Shitters!
Seino, because he's so short, he's like turning his chair and hiding behind his backrest.
And she'll pat his face down with her tentacles like little baby hands.
Ew.
See? I told you it'd be fine.
Oh,
I want one of those
Please.
corpses.
don't do that again.
Alrighty.
That burned really bad. And he's like,
As Effie
Stroking
turns
his
the
nose.
ship trying to find the some usable corpses of the creature, you also see that glaring before you down below is a
The egg?
new world.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
It seems
Oh my
that through
God.
the intensity of battle, you had forgotten that the reason you went through the portal was to find a faster way to Greyroom.
We didn't forget. Did you guys forget?
I was looking around.
I think you did. You were looking at that egg. You wanted that egg.
Priorities.
Anyway,
Petite.
the planet of the world of Greyroom lies before you.
Give me dead things.
Oh, thank goodness.
And in front of it, a few of the corpses of the swarm float,
Oh!
and the ship lurches forward to claim its prize.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Next time on Edge of Twilight.
No, let me end it before I get to eat stuff.
Oh, you also didn't even get to fucking meditate.
Oh, yes!
Every time.
Denied!
Every time. No peach pie
Denied.
for me.
No,
So that means we have like
pie.
2-hour-long RP next session. Just
Yes. And I get to bring out Keotan to be like, hey, we're home. Or you're home.
Oh
Girl.
my god, I have to wait until the end of September now. Oh,
Well, middle of September.
Middle.
Yes.
what a garbage. I'm uninstalling
Oh, I'm not
D&D.
there next session. Oh.
LAD.
Wait, why is that? Are you not playing next session?
No,
we're-
I can't.
we're on-
I said it before because I'm on a road trip.
We're on
Next-
break for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're on break
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, we break
Oh.
2 weeks, and then next session is the 23rd, I think.
And
I
we're
can't
entering
remember.
break.
2-hour-long meditation with Lolly ASMR.
There's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to commune with my staff when we enter Grey Room. I just know it. I'm
Anyway.
pouting. I'm
Anyway.
pouting like a 7-year-old.
Oh,
All right,
one
so
day.
this group, much like all the others, is on break until the 16th.
Oh.
And then...
Wait, the 16th?
Wait.
Yes.
Are we
Yeah,
playing on the
that-
16th or the 23rd?
The 23rd. Okay. I'm on break on the 16th.
Okay.
Okay.
It's two
Okay.
full weeks. And then...
We resume on the 23rd.
Correct.
Okay.
Your group runs again on the 23rd. And that'll give me time that I need to make all the maps for fucking Greygroom and Band and all that
You mean
shit.
whip the slaves to make the maps?
Why do you keep?
Arts.
Why do you keep like? I am not Kim Jong Un.
He is King Jong-un. He's the King Jong-un of D&D. I've said this before. I'll say it again.
Oh my god.
This is the fucking... He has...
You mean whip this?
That's
What-
true.
what-
I mean, when you give them like 20 hours to turn something out, that's tough.
Yeah. You're like, Russia needs more bullets. Build them now. Wah. Wah.
Thanks. I'm glad you guys are all very supportive of me.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Good
If
job,
somebody tries to-
Matt.
Yes, of course.
If somebody tries to cross the border, you take a drone, just goes out and just guns them down. Dude.
oh my god.
Shout out to Young Min Park.
But I'm
And the
actually
heavies.
I'm very happy to that we got to do some ship combat. That was pretty sick.
That was
Oh,
fantastic.
That was
great.
really
I
sick.
loved it.
That was really sick. And in case this isn't taken out of context already, Arcadum, through his map money, has doubled the GDP of Mozambique. So he's doing good work. He's doing good work.
Doubled, in fact. Just,
Hey, what was it with Nara? You've paid his rent for like 5 years at this point.
yeah, some shit like that, dude. I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about it. Like, I don't want to think about just how cheap it is where he lives, dude. It's like, oh, you have paid for my rent for the year with this one commission, and I'm just like, please don't tell me that. Oh, seriously. Oh yes.
That deviation, easy peasy.
What? You guys got to see some cool stuff.
No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing
so
the group
excited.
on deviations. So scary.
It can be.
I said.
Bro, you got
See, the
literally
dice
almost
know.
went into the angler. What do you mean? You
Just
literally
find a
almost-
wormhole and roll in that 20. Easy peasy.
Days since Seino was harboring a dark entity within him.
Sedio. Sedio.
When Irha and Maelie calls a family meeting.
Not my responsibility in question.
Like what you see, Luka. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wow.
What is that?
Who would blush?
That is alarming.
Accurate depiction of Challa. This cardinal sign, dude.
There we go. This is exactly what I was talking
Don't
about.
look at me.
It's like, oh shit.
Do a
Very
barrel
accurate.
roll.
Do a barrel roll. I love it.
Effie.
Whee!
lolly at the end of the end. Wake me up with September. The comedy of it, just like, finally, you're about to go into the deep meditative.
I know. I love how you played it.
The knocking is like, and I heard Zahaab like, don't do this to me, dude. Don't make me. Don't
make me. Sera's already mad enough. No.
She's so mad.
You motherfucker.
I just need help on my homework. No.
I just needed help with my homework.
Oh my god, it's literally freaking the kid that comes to his father's like room, knocks on the door. Can you help me?
Can
and
you
the
help me
father's
with my
just sitting down. It's just sitting down to chill and watch football.
I really thought for a solid couple of seconds to cast Ice Wall straight out the door. And then self-preservation took a hold.
Bro, in the evil lair, that just got me every time.
Meanwhile, in the Chamber of Shadows, in the layer of evil.
Meanwhile, in the layer of halal, got that.
In the layer of
crack.
halal.
That freaking killed me.
In the Chamber of Halal.
Just burning this table, trying to do his homework. Okay.
I need help with my rune
I'm a
work.
ranger, not a wizard. What do all these runes mean?
Burns his room.
Amazing. Good session, everyone. Claps all around.
Yeah, really good.
Claps.
Very
So
good.
excited for 2 weeks.
I will see chat room in approximately an hour and a half for Dark Sermon. And then after that, we will be on break until the first game that will return, which is the 17th.
Ooh.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
In the meantime, go watch Matt's stream. He's streaming now. This is his first one. Bye, guys.
Matt Maker?
Yeah.
Oh, he is? I can rate him. What's his,
He's chaotic neutral RPG.
Okay, well, let me see if I can find this.
Chaotic
Yeah,
neutral.
wait, I can.
I like it.
Give me a link. We'll rate him. We'll go.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral.
We'll go
He's
jump
a
on.
fucking. He's a legend.
Get the jump on him.
Yeah. He's a fucking. He's a cool dude. He has some of the cutest overlay art I've ever seen. They look like they could be a K-pop fucking group, dude. It's.
Do you have the link? I want to go see this.
Oh.
I send it in the chat, but I can send it in our general chat as well.
Oh, I think links are blocked. I just see Astra.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I sent it in
All right,
general
let's.
chat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these are so cute.
Yeah, I know. They're absolutely adorable. The orc one is killing me.
Oh, I love this style.
All right. Let's go rate him. Let's go get him. Let's get him.
Hell yeah, let's go get him.
Get it.
Oh,
Get his
shit.
ass.
Oh, that's right. I'm an idiot. I have to put their name in, not their Twitch TV name. Fucking name.
Yeah.
Get him.
That fucks me up every time.
There.
There
Go.
we go.
Yo.
Cute.
Go beat him up.
Yeah. Go send him.
At the bottom of
Whoa.
the stage,
Let's go.
those bomb
That's sweet.
Oh, this is so